Maybe I didn't do it right because it says nobody's watching yet. Oh wait, here's people. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna chill for a second, just because right now it says I only have one viewer on my end. So we will see. Based on the comments, though, I think there is more than one person here. How's it going, everybody? Somebody sent a box to our P.O. box. I will have to check that soon. I really do not check the P.O. box often enough. It's like once every 3 months I check it, which is really bad. But there's always just junk mail in it, so. All right, so still says we have one viewer on my end. Don't know what's up with that. I guess I won't know how many viewers we have, but that's fine. So today I am going to be editing the next video to go up on the channel, working on it. It's already been started by Brian. Brian is in New York. We live in two completely different states now, so we can't really do streams together that often. But I know he's been like building keyboards and some stuff like that. But yeah, today I'm going to be editing, and then we're going to end off with playing Geoguessr to do something fun, so it's not all just editing. But I'll probably work on this video for at least 2 hours. So yeah, I guess we'll jump right into the editing now. And in the past, when I did one of these editing streams, people were like asking me questions constantly, which is fine. I will take breaks from editing to answer random questions if you have any. But if your question does get skipped over because I wasn't looking when you asked it, like that may happen. But I'll try to answer some questions. But yeah, I have not looked at this project at all yet. This is fresh, sent over from Brian. So first, I'm going to go through what he's done, and then we will keep building on that because I don't think he finished the entire timeline of the project. Well, actually, it looks like we've used a lot of clips. These blue ones here are the used clips. So we've used a lot. So actually, the project might be nearly completed as far as like the actual duration of the exploration. But let's see what we can do in terms of, you know, going over stuff. All right, we'll start playing. This video is from 2018, actually, too, so it's quite an old one. It's from our Europe trip. Buildings look pretty sealed up.
That's an interesting building.
Yeah, I think I spot an open door. So wait, this is actually like a two-parter video. It features two different locations, and the first one is like a Soviet barracks, and the other one was a the Krampnitz barracks. They're both in Germany, but I'm just trying to figure out which one we're at right now. Okay, this was the Soviet barracks. So this place was actually a German military barracks during World War II, but then the Soviets took it over and turned it into a flight school, I believe. It takes us a very long time to edit videos, partly because I'm a very slow editor, which is part of why I am streaming myself editing, because hopefully it will force me to keep working on it and not get distracted. But anyway, let's do some actual work here.
That's an interesting building.
Yeah, I think I spot an open door.
Yeah, the front door is open right there.
Let's check it out. Seems fine so far. I'm wondering if there's any like atmospheric shots we have that we can put at the beginning instead of just like jumping right into this. Whoa, wait. Why is this starting right here? It goes 1.
Hey, you didn't announce the stream on Discord. You should do that.
That's supposed to happen automatically.
Well, it didn't.
Well, you want to do it for me?
Is that allowed?
Do you have access to that channel?
No.
Whatever, it's fine. We have enough people here. Hi,
No,
TB.
Announce it. Announce it. I want the Discord peeps to know.
It's fine. Anyone who's subscribed to the second channel knows about it.
Am I on camera?
Yeah, you probably are. Yeah, you're back there.
Hi.
Sarah says hi. All right, so this is confusing me because stuff is out of order in the bins, but anyway, here we are. So let's see what we skipped over. Damn, we didn't really get any static shots on the way in. This one's kind of a static shot. I was hoping for some like stable, moody stuff to put at the beginning. This was filmed in 2018, so we weren't really as good at filming back then. I could just grab some random static shot and put it at the beginning. Like this. No. Alright, we'll come back to that idea later. Check chat again. This is actually not my first stream. This is like my third stream. But, yeah, it's my first one in quite a while.
Yeah, the front door's open right there.
Here's some
Let's
echo.
check it out.
I'll fix that later. Ooh, there is a lot of echo going on. These clips are not really synced up. Let's see. Just resync all these. Move this out of the way for this one. Looks like it was about 2 seconds off. Or 2 frames. Don't know what that would be in milliseconds exactly. Sounds a lot better. This one was a little bit echoey too. Might as well fix this one while I'm at it.
Yeah, I think I spot an open door.
Yeah, the front door's open right there.
Yeah, you can hear Brian's voice echoing. This is like the really boring, tedious stuff that I didn't really want to do on stream though, so I will fix that later. This one's in Germany. These windows look like they're from some kind of zombie game. I feel like this needs another clip to sort of transition into walking inside more because we haven't gone like through the threshold of the store yet, and then we just like teleport to being inside a room. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so that's actually clip 3. That's a different room. I am going to take something from here, perhaps. I like the actual walking through the door. I feel like it helps keep a sort of mental map of where we're going. Oh, that's a loud sneeze. Okay, now we have the problem though where it's going to be a jump cut to a very similar shot that isn't actually the same room, and it's going to be very jarring, but we will cross that bridge in a second. Okay, clear these in and out points now that I got the clip in the timeline.
Maybe not yet.
Let me start that a little bit further back. You know what, we don't even need both tracks of audio here because neither of us are talking. So I'm just going to delete mine because you can hear my heavy breathing in the background of my clip, and Brian's audio is probably cleaner. I have a deviated septum, so my breathing is always annoyingly loud in the videos, and I try to edit around that. Okay, now we're walking
Maybe
inside.
not yet.
But I did say maybe not yet, and there's no context for that. What did I say before that made me say that?
I'm gonna put my light panel on.
Oh, okay. So that's completely unimportant. So what we're going to do for that
Maybe not yet.
is just cut out this entire segment here. We're going to take some audio from back here. No, maybe not back there. Maybe over here. Copy that. Paste that. Put it there. And then blend it all together. And let's see if this sounds natural. Yeah, good enough. Maybe boost that a little bit because it sounds like it gets quieter randomly. That's good enough. Put like an audio blend there. It's a lot smoother. My stupid nose noises. I really wish I didn't sneeze here because that would have been a good place to cut after we leave this room. This way I can cut to the next room without it being jarring.
These windows look like...
Because this is going to be really jarring.
These windows look like they're from some kind...
Maybe it's not that bad. Let's see if I do like a J cut. J cut is when you start the audio for the upcoming clip before it actually cuts there, and it kind of really helps with continuity and making cuts feel less abrupt. All right, let's see.
These windows look like they're from some kind of zombie game.
You know, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world to cut like that, but I will see if we have like a quick little hallway walking shot to put in between. Let's check chat for a second. I'm sorry if you were placed in timeout. I have no idea why that would happen. What editing software? This is Adobe Premiere Pro. How often? Oh, thank you. Zero has been divided for the $10 super chat. How often do we explore? I would say every few months. It's kind of sporadic just because Brian and I live in different states, so we have to like get together to film. So every few months we'll get together and we'll film like a whole bunch of places back to back. And it gets pretty tiring when we're filming back to back because like on the 7th day of doing it in a row, you're kind of like de-energized. So I do hope to move up there one day. This way, instead of going like back to back to back, we can just go out like once a week to film, and it would probably be less draining and we could be more focused and not exhausted when we're filming. Oh, Janine asked for wine gums. So the P.O. box address, I believe we only have one. That's the one in Florida, so I would get that. But then I could bring it up to Brian and Janine in New York the next time I see them. All right, I'll get back to editing now. Let's see if Brian has a shot walking down the hallway. We can interject here. God, that sneeze. Let's see. I don't love that. Screw it. We're leaving it like this for now.
These windows look like they're from some kind of zombie game. And all the original windows are on the floor.
That cuts out a little early. That feels like a good spot. I don't know if most people do this when they edit, but I'm obsessed with putting like some kind of audio blend between every. Yeah.
Okay. How's
You want
that?
to come on the stream?
What?
You want to come on the stream, or you just
And
gonna
do what? Just hang out.
say hi?
There's not a chair there, but I can say hi.
Okay.
If I sit on the couch, can they see me?
No, not at all.
Oh.
The camera's right here.
All right, go back to editing. I feel like I'm interrupting.
Okay.
Maybe when you play Geoguessr, I'll like
Okay.
chill. Anyway.
That could be a hair longer, I think. Ooh, but then the camera drops. We have to make it longer at the beginning. We can't. That's long enough. We color code all of our footage to make it easier to identify. So everything mango colored is Brian's footage, and everything blue is mine.
The original colors are showing behind each layer of paint.
Classic paint peels. Can let this linger another second. I kind of like the walking along it, actually.
The original.
And then we can J-cut this, perhaps.
The original colors are showing behind each layer of paint.
Then we'll cut to this, which already looks like it's a little short, so I lengthened it. I feel like this video is going to need a lot of like voiceover explaining the history to be interesting, but that'll probably be the last step. Voiceover is usually the last thing we do. What made me want to stream tonight is the fact that I need to get work done on this video, and it's a good way to motivate me to get work done. Oh, that's some nice light right there. So we're on clip 5. That means we skipped over this clip. Okay, this is kind of interesting. These are like squatting toilets. All right, I have to go back and include this.
How do you even
Why am I
use it to, like,
miming
phone
it?
backwards?
Okay. Well, we're going to cut before then. Yeah. Let's see what kind of amazing commentary we give about this.
We got the squatty potties.
We got the squatty potties. Brilliant. Is there any footage from Brian's camera of the squatty potties? Yes, there is. We don't need to see this angle of it, though. Can you give us a sneak peek of the next video? That's exactly what you're getting right now. This will be the next video. And it is in Germany. Absolutely do not cut that. That is going to be used against me one day. I got the squatty. Okay. We're walking into this room. They got the squatty potties. They got the squatty potties. And that's all that needs to be said for this room, and we can move on. Now, is it going to be weird to transition from a toilet to this beautiful staircase? I don't know. Let's see. Whatever. Okay, I am going to steal the audio from this one, and it'll just repeat, but nobody will ever know, except for you guys. Now we just have silence, ambient room noise, or just the noise floor of our cameras, because there really is no ambient noise. I could maybe add in some birds chirping later or something. I feel like that's a good amount of time. I like these static shots to like give you enough time to sort of soak in the feeling and the atmosphere of the place, but I don't like when they feel like they start to linger too long, so I got to find that sweet spot of when to cut it. The specs of my PC, I have a pretty old processor. It's a 5820K, which was like one of the older 6-core processors, and it doesn't edit 4K smoothly. These are actually like 720p proxy files, so that is why we are having such a smooth editing experience. Let me make sure I put my phone on silent, because I know last time I had it vibrating on my desk and it was causing a disruption. Oh, and I just got a package. I'll be right back. This should be a camera cage for the A7S III. Feels very lightweight though, so I'm actually kind of concerned it's not going to be that. Let's see. Do an unboxing live on stream. Oh no, I'm being exposed as a weakling. Freaking Amazon bags. Small rig. That is the brand I ordered from. Gonna need my keys or something. This man just DDoSed himself? Oh no, did I really? You couldn't see shit. There's no way. I don't believe you. Yeah, we have more mall videos filmed. They'll be coming eventually. There it is. It's pretty light, which is probably a good thing. Won't add too much weight to our setup. I'm gonna try putting it on right now. See how it fits. BRB. Oh wait, I think I'd have to take my straps off too, which they're just zip tied on, so I don't feel like doing that now. But we can get the basic concept. Camera goes inside, and it's got NATO rails on the sides and the top, and you can just like clip on different handles and attachments and whatever. But yeah, we were long overdue for getting something like this. Before I was using that quite bulky grip that goes onto the bottom. All right, back to editing. What's your favorite video up on the channel? That's an interesting question. Let's see. I'm trying to learn Spanish, as you can see. Allentown was a favorite. Not the favorite, though. It's Chinese Hospital. I mean, Chinese Resort was a big favorite, too, just because of how weird and different it was from our other videos. The Chinese Ghost City. A lot of the videos from our Asia trip are some of my favorites. My favorite might be the Port Richmond power plant, though. That might be like the most amount of work we've ever put into a video. Also, we went there. We filmed there 3 different days to get all the shots for that video. And we also tried unsuccessfully to go there like 4 times. So that's probably the most amount of times we've had to actually go out to a place to make a video. Oh, this is one of my favorites too. Blast Furnace B in Belgium. Yeah, those are a lot of the industrial stuff. Those are where the standouts are for me. Wow, we're already back to these videos that feel so old to me. I mean, they are pretty old, 4 years ago. It's kind of interesting to look back on all of these and have all the memories of where we're going. Anyway. This is how distracted I get when I'm editing. I just go down rabbit holes and forget to come back to the video. Yeah, Jameson Nathan Jones' music is like actually way too good for him to be letting us use it for free, but don't tell him that. You guys don't need to see my face bigger. This is fine. No, but if I am showing off something on camera like the grip, I'll try to remember to go full screen. I don't have a scene set up for that, so I'd have to like literally click and drag like this. All right, back to business. This is a lot of my camera angle in a row, a lot of blue in a row. Let's see if we have anything from Brian's angle. Going upstairs. These buildings were cool, but they were very empty, as you can see. So we were moving quite quickly through them. Wow, Brian skips a lot of his footage in this edit. So yeah, Brian skipped the last clip we used from Brian's camera is clip 4, and the next one in the timeline is clip 19. I might try to go through these. Surely there's like something good in here that was skipped over. Like that is kind of a cool shot going up those crusty stairs. I don't know. This building was very empty. Stores are pretty cool though. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut outside of this building yet. Thinking. All right, I'm gonna leave a gap here for now in the timeline just to signify that like I may want to come back and put some more stuff in there. For now, we're gonna move on further into the project.
Let's check out this building because it looks pretty central to the whole facility. Wow, this is pretty cool.
Feel like that shot could linger a tiny bit longer. Let's see what happens. We'll go right to the frame where we start panning back to the left. And Brian had some exterior footage here. I'm going to quickly take a look at these shots. You know, that could be a good transition for leaving this building. But, yeah, that is not held for long enough to be usable. This one doesn't come into focus until right about here. And then as soon as it's in focus, we're panning away, so never mind. Let's see this shot. And that's kind of cool because it shows us walking up to it. That's also a cool shot. But this one kind of serves the same purpose. I'll interject one shot here for scale. Just pick our in and out points. Is this out of focus or is it just because it's a proxy? Let's see. No, that looks out of focus. That's very strange. I don't know why it's not in focus here. Just A7S2 things. Thankfully I have the 3 now, which has much better autofocus. Is this... Yeah, now it's coming into focus finally. You probably won't be able to tell on the stream, but in 4K. Don't know what's up with that. Yeah, now that's in focus. That is sharp. Just making sure my eyes weren't seeing things wrong. Alright, so we're cutting straight to there, I guess. That's a good shot.
It looks like cars drive through here
Yeah, right to the gate.
Our friends from Broken Window Theory, Urbex, who went here after us, they actually got caught and kicked out by security from here. But then they went back again and filmed it successfully. I do want to include that part where I'm talking about like the cars driving around, because it adds like the slightest bit of tension that there might be security or something. So we're going to grab this in point here, out point right before Brian starts walking. We'll have a little bit of audio to layer once I find my clip. Yeah, this is probably tedious to watch. Feels tedious to do. I can't imagine how it is to watch. But you know what? You guys being here is keeping me focused and powering through. So it's working out. What do I say here? Probably something stupid.
What should we check out first? This curved building or the one we're standing under?
That's unimportant to the story.
It looks like cars drive through.
Definitely want to get this though. Looks like cars.
It looks like cars drive through here frequently, so there might be security.
Yeah, right to the gate.
We should try to maximize our time spent inside the buildings and minimize the time spent standing right in the street. So let's head in.
I think we're fine. The gates are all locked up.
Brian's like, I think we're fine. Like, I thought we were fine too. But apparently there actually was security. We just didn't see him. All right, I'll read some questions because I feel like the editing might be getting kind of stale. We don't shoot in S-Log, but we do shoot in a flat color profile. I think it's Cine 4 with S-Gamut 3 color. That'll probably mean something to a few of you watching, and then the rest of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, editing changes the way you film for sure, because when you're filming thinking about how the edit's going to be, it makes things a lot easier. Also, I think at 10 p.m. is the time I'm going to call it for wrapping up the editing and then playing Geoguessr. And then after that, I'll probably end the stream and then go back to editing off stream.
It looks like cars drive through here frequently, so there might be security.
Okay, let's get this layered properly. We also have Brian saying something here.
Right to the gate.
Right to the gate. Okay, we'll get my clip on top.
Right to the gate.
Let's see.
Yeah, right to the gate.
We should.
Yeah, right to the gate.
That seems to match his lips pretty well, and I don't hear any echo.
It looks like cars drive through here frequently, so there might be security.
Yeah.
So our new cameras, the A7S3s, they support actually having a time code built into your clips when you're recording. So we can actually just automatically have it build the timeline with all of our clips perfectly synced, and we can just start cutting. The A7S2 did not have that feature using the internal recorder. So when we're editing older videos, we have to do this tedious process of lining up all the audio. Do I recommend Adobe Premiere for intermediate level editing? Yes, I would definitely recommend using professional software if you have like any kind of aspirations, especially because you want to start learning it as soon as possible. And yeah, it's good to just be able to have more at your fingertips, even if you just don't understand it at first, because you will learn eventually. So yeah, even not necessarily Premiere, if you're an Apple user, Final Cut Pro or whatever it is, I would recommend learning the good shit. But yeah, if you don't have like goals to like do more serious editing, then I guess like iMovie and stuff is fine. Yeah.
It looks like cars drive through here frequently, so there might
Okay, can I cut this right about there?
through here frequently, so there might be
That works.
so there might be through here frequently, so there might be
Get rid of that little jiggle.
frequently, so there might be security.
Yeah, right to the gate.
We should try to maximize our time spent inside the buildings and minimize the time spent standing right in the street. So let's head in.
Okay, that's a good point to cut to this clip. This is working out. Put a fade here so this doesn't end abruptly.
To the gate.
We should try to
And then fade this one in.
It looks like cars drive through here frequently, so there
You
might
do hear
be
it get louder when that clip starts, but that's fine. I'll fix that at the end. I usually do like audio mastering is the very final step of a video before exporting it. DaVinci Resolve is good too. Yeah, I've heard good things about that. I am just reluctant to change because as many times as Adobe Premiere crashes on me, I just don't like getting used to new things. And Adobe works for the most part. So, yeah. I need to fix my posture. The reason I'm sitting like this is because I'm trying to be like near the microphone. If I sit back here, probably doesn't sound as good, but I could just try scooting my chair in more. When we were in film school, did we ever use any of our Urbex footage for school projects / assignments? I don't think we did, but I feel like I definitely thought about it. But there was like a lot of rules about what you could use for school projects. Like we could have gotten in trouble for using something that was like technically trespassing or doing something dangerous. So that was one of the reasons we didn't.
the security.
Yeah, right to the gate.
We should try to maximize our time spent inside the buildings and minimize the time spent standing right in the street. So let's head in.
So that airplane noise is abrupt. We can maybe start this clip further back. So it sounds like it's just coming in more naturally. And the airplane noise is going to stop very abruptly too. Stuff like that annoys me, but I don't think I'm going to do anything about it in this situation. Just do like a slight blending of the audio. So it looks like I wasn't rolling as we walked into the building, so this is the clip we're going to use for that. Bring this up so we can blend it. Yikes, that's abrupt. Let's do like a more long tail blend there. How long can we drag this out for? Maybe make it sound really natural. Yeah, we can make that go even longer. Still sounds really abrupt. That's fine.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice.
I am going to tweak some of the timings here. So I feel like this can't actually sync up because it looks like I'm pointing my camera at the wall and then the camera's directly that way. This is probably just randomly placed here. Somewhat accurate, but not exactly synced. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, this is nice.
See what's going on with the beginning of this clip. I think we can just omit that, go straight to here. Start at the less interesting hallway.
Oh,
And then
this is nice.
hand to that mural. Cool. Thank you, PieGuy24, for the super chat. 3+ years. Phosphate mine. Have we ever played Infra? Yes, I have. I don't think I beat it, but got pretty far in it. Put a good amount of hours in it. But yeah, great game for just the atmospheric vibes of being alone in massive industrial or infrastructure related places. How do we manage our footage from a backup and archive perspective and have any data loss disasters occurred? So that is an interesting question because we do a lot of work in regards to that. Brian does all that work really because he knows more about that stuff, but he has a RAID setup. We have like 60 terabytes of usable storage space from that. And basically what it is, it's like a system where you don't have a direct copy of everything, but you do have like certain drives being used for parity so that if one drive dies, you can rebuild it. And we have had drives die and have had to rebuild it before. But like our last actual data loss was not since like 2016 or something. Ever since we've been doing that RAID setup, we've been good. But like our very first older videos, like our first dozen or so episodes, we don't have that footage anymore. Have we ever explored Belglades Correctional? Yes, we have. We have a video of it on our channel from back in the day. And they're actually, someone told me they're growing, I don't know if I should say this, but they found like a grow operation there, but I think it's like legal somehow. Like, I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but they are using a lot of that property now. Yeah, we don't comment on the graffiti partly because I just ignore it. It is not interesting to me, and it's just ugly 99.99% of the time. Of course, I've played Portal. Portal's amazing. You deserve to be paid for doing all that work. Thank you, Alex. I assume you're just referencing, you know, all the editing stuff. Most scared we've been. We were just on Greg Abandon's podcast and he asked us that same question, I think. I don't remember what we said though. Maybe when we set off alarms at that power plant in Europe, it's on this channel, the vlog channel, and we had to like run from security and hide in the woods. I thought they were gonna like call the police and do like a search and everything for us, but they didn't, and it ended up being okay. Hudson River State Hospital, Brian has been there. I have not. I want to go, but I feel like it's too late for that place now. editing. Okay, yes, Stahlberg steel was probably the most memorable part of infra for me also.
Oh, this is nice. I was hoping we'd find stuff like this in here. Has some stupid vandalism on it, but it's mostly intact.
There's even worse vandalism on this thing now, unfortunately. I saw a more modern picture. They put like a dick and balls on them, of course, because, you know, what else are vandals going to do? They're not very creative.
Stuff like this in here. Has some stupid vandalism on it, but
That's a little abrupt.
Stupid
How it
vandalism
cuts
on it,
straight
but
into a zoom.
it's mostly.
Let's see. I think we can use Brian's clip about here. Never mind. We'll just stick with this. We have a lot of clips of this to utilize, I think. Maybe not. Here's another angle. What am I saying here?
Has some stupid vandalism on it, but
The vandalism thing again. Okay, we can use the close-up. In, out. Put that just right here for now. Not sure where exactly it's going to go yet.
stuff like has some stupid vandalism on it, but it's mostly intact.
Give one last long shot of it maybe, because this does seem like one of the more interesting, important things that we encountered while in this building. There's a lot of interesting murals painted by the Soviets in here. We'll get to another one that was especially interesting soon, if I remember correctly. No cinematics in this video, unfortunately. I feel like having cinematics with the sliders is like what really makes a difference for me. If I like a video or not. But our slider was broken when we were in Europe, so we hardly got any sliders there.
This is nice. I was hoping we'd find stuff like this in here. Has some stupid vandalism on it, but it's mostly intact. The way the ground slopes up makes me think this will be a theater.
Yep. The seats are still
It
here.
is.
It's really dark.
The way the ground slopes up makes me think this will be a theater.
Yep. The seats are still
It
here.
is.
I don't like how
It's really dark.
grainy this is, because Brian doesn't have his light on yet. Let's see.
The way the ground slopes up makes me think this will be a.
We will have Brian walking ahead as we go in here.
The way the ground slopes up makes
So
me
there's
think
a
it's
subject in
theater.
frame.
Yep. The seats are still
It
here.
is.
It's really dark.
Where are those noises coming from?
It's really
Whose
dark.
track is that? Is that my track? I think it's both of both of us for like fondling our cameras here for some reason. That's
The
annoying.
dark.
Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it.
They're still here.
It is.
It's really dark.
Oh, I was probably reaching for the knob to make the light panel brighter. That's what all that noise is.
Wow.
Yeah,
This was
there's
a cool
no
theater,
lighting
though.
in here whatsoever, but it's pretty cool.
Pretty crusty.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no lighting in here.
Put this back here, maybe. Now this is my camera making that noise, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna mute my track here, and we'll have Brian's audio filling in the gap. Definitely notice it get quieter, but I'll fix that at the end.
Yeah, there's no lighting in here whatsoever.
I hate rooms with no natural light, though. I don't think artificial light is ever as pretty as sunlight coming into a building.
Yeah, there's no lighting in here
And
whatsoever.
honestly, the
but
lighting is what makes the difference between some of my favorite places I've been and some places that I just don't care for.
It's pretty cool.
Nothing on the stage. Nothing on the stage.
Extend this
On the
out.
stage. Not even
See what we got to work with here.
any Soviet art. Nothing on the stage. Not even any Soviet art.
Oh, keyboard clicks. Sorry. I have very clicky switches. I don't even think a noise gate would help. It's probably loud enough that it would go over the noise gate. And yeah, I guess I could try setting up a noise gate right now. I don't think it's that hard. Let's see. Settings, audio. I'll have to go into the source, which would be the microphone here. Filters, perhaps. Noise gate. Okay. We have a closed threshold and an open threshold. All right, you know what? Never mind. I'll do that later off stream because I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, you've got the Urbex ASMR with the keyboard ASMR all together. Wait, did something happen? Why did I
I
just
think that's
pan
just the
so
ceiling
fast?
crumbling as we sit in here.
Oh, well, that would explain it. Let me watch that again. Yeah, that was totally a chunk of the ceiling that just fell. That did not need to linger for quite so long, though.
Maybe.
I'm going to use Brian's angle there because it's less jarring than having my perspective where I like flipped my camera over really fast.
Lights.
Okay, we're going to grab Brian's footage now. Go in right about there. And we'll just take the whole thing for now. See what we can do with that. I'll increase the volume a bit so you guys can hear like the ceiling falling. And I'll sync these up. Oh, that's a good sync point. The moment I turn my light on. Let's see how that turned out.
I think that's just the ceiling crumb. It's just the ceiling crumbling as we sit in here.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems good. Cut this down to be just my dialogue. We don't need this other noise.
It's just the same. I think that's just the ceiling crumbling as we sit in here.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, those were the lights.
Okay, I think that's enough of that whole room. Another half an hour of this, and we can go play Geoguessr. That should be more fun.
The way the ground slopes.
This is a good spot for a J cut. It's called a J cut because it sort of makes the shape of a J right there.
The way the ground slopes up makes me think.
Thank you, Ben C, for the $5. Any tips for a beginner? I would say make a good plan. Look at the place in advance on satellite before you get there and figure out where you're going to park and how you're going to try to get in without being seen and having a nosy neighbor call the cops on you or something. And bring a friend in case something happens. All right.
I think this will be a theater.
Yep. The seats are still
It
here.
is.
It's really dark.
going to make this a J cut too, actually.
Yeah, there's no lighting in here. Yeah, there's no lighting in here whatsoever, but it's pretty cool.
Nothing on the stage, not even any Soviet art.
Yeah, we could have Brian call in. Like I've called in when him and Janine were doing a stream before, but also I feel like that would be just too much distraction to edit and it would be not really practical. But if we do like a just chatting stream, then maybe. All right, let's get past this part. Actually, I want to close up these gaps now so we can see like how far into the video we are. And this gap was intentional because I wanted to maybe add some footage there. But I don't know. That building was completely empty. So I'm just going to close that up right now. Oh, I heard a little peep of dialogue that we don't want there. That fixes it. So all that editing, and we are 4 minutes and 36 seconds into the video. And this was starting from something that Brian had already been working on. And as you know, our videos are like 30 to 40 minutes long sometimes. So you can start to get the picture of how long it takes. And this is before we do color grading, research, dialogue, voiceover, the final pass over the audio. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Yeah, I figure this is a good background content for a lot of people. I don't imagine there's too many people like paying attention to every second of this and every little thing. Tips for speeding up the edit process is just don't have distractions, which I am very bad at not having distractions myself. And use proxies, because if your footage is lagging a little bit, that could easily like double or triple the time it takes you to edit and make your cuts.
I highly doubt there will be projectors left. They probably would have just shown all kinds of propaganda films in here. This mural is in really bad shape compared to the...
Okay, so I mentioned the projectors, but do we actually check for a projector room lately at the end? Because that will annoy people if we mention projectors and then don't actually look for them. I don't think we actually looked for them. Yeah, if we don't actually look for the projectors, I'm probably going to cut out that.
I would have just shown all kinds of propaganda films in here.
But I can leave in the line about the propaganda films, maybe.
All kinds of propaganda. They probably would have just shown all...
Just stick it in a random spot where I didn't actually say it, but it's fine because nobody will know.
They probably would have just shown all kinds of propaganda films.
This is how fake our videos are. We're being exposed. You guys making fun of my deviated septum, huh? How was that for a hearty sniff?
I think that's just the ceiling crumbling as we sit in here. This mural is in really bad shape.
Okay, what clip number is this? That is 17, and that's 20. What is in 18 and 19? That's a shot, but not that important. Oh, you know what? I am like just realizing this is a lecture hall. Right? Because that is supposed to be like a desk. But only the seats in the back are like that. It was a pilot school after all. Am I actually getting more work done than in Brian's editing stream? I feel like I'm editing so slow right now. Anyway, stop stalling, do work, make cuts.
It's in really bad shape compared to the other one.
Different kind of paint you use.
Yeah.
Clean up those cuts a little bit. I think one of these felt a little short. This one felt redundant. Let's do something with this though. All right. Still looks short. We can layer the audio a bit, perhaps. Oh, the focus pulsing. I should have swapped to manual focus for this. I hate that. I'm like trying to make it do a focus pull, I think. The A7S II is really bad at that. A7S III is way better. Still going to use this clip though. I can iron out the little clicks and other annoying noises in the audio later. And this one actually needs to be a bit of a J cut just because there's... What did I just do? This needs to be a little bit of a J cut just because there is talking at the end of that audio that I need to overwrite. Still hear it. Premiere shortcut, if you hold down Alt and drag, you will only affect either the video or the audio alone. They won't move linked. Just an FYI for any new Premiere editors watching. I am going to get rid of that click at the end right now because that's bothering me. I'll just grab a random slice from in here, copy that, paste it. Should be good. Yep.
This mural is in really bad shape compared to the other one.
Different kind of paint you use.
Yeah.
Probably add some kind of like background ambient music there when it comes time for that. The viewers are starting to dip, so I think I'll take that as a sign to move on to something else soon. Look at some comments right now. I don't know what happened with proper lube. I keep seeing that in the chat. All right. The project is at 5 minutes now. We're about 1/4 of the way done with construction of this timeline at this point, I'd say. Yes, there is. My girlfriend is talking in the other room. She's on Discord.
This is interesting too. This art piece.
Okay. So, where are we now? Why am I filming? Oh, there's just like a fly on his lens hood. Yeah, that's not important. I mean, it's kind of weird, but... Oh, this is a nice shot going up the staircase, though. That's pretty cool. I need to include that. So that's clip 20. Oh, Brian did include it. It's right there. Okay.
This is interesting too. This art piece.
Is this a good spot for a J cut? I think it is.
This is interesting too. This art piece. This building.
Don't think the zoom was necessary there. We'll go straight to this clip.
This building's made of. This building's made up of sticks.
How do we both make edits without screwing up the other? We don't edit at the same time. So like right now, Brian isn't working on the project, and then I'll save it, upload it to our file server, and just tell him I'm done working on it and he's free to work on it. And then like if I want to work on it again, I'll look at like the timestamp on it and see if he's like actively saving it right now. And if he's not, I'll just be like, hey, I'm working on it now. Basically just communication. Rendering a video doesn't take that long. Usually only like 45 minutes.
Looks like they're just sticks.
This building is made of sticks.
Not even wood slats.
You just heard the fly buzz in the camera.
I'm filming.
I kind of think it's really cool when there's flies in a creepy abandoned building, because there's like a lot of old horror movies I've seen where they're like, ooh, the flies, they represent dark energy or something evil. So I always just associate flies in abandoned buildings with like something creepy. Maybe that's just me. I'm going to start this sooner because I really like the view of this window and seeing the whole building outside there. But I was sneezing again or something, so we'll start here about.
Going this way because I like this mural.
What mural?
The whole wall would have been painted here.
Yeah. It would have been like you're walking through the mural,
Oh, I see.
but a lot of it is missing. Look, this.
Okay, these cuts are a little rough here. Let's see if we can do anything.
Going this way because I like this mural.
So Brian goes this way. Let's extend that tiny
I like
bit.
this mural.
Give your eye a chance to like focus down this hallway. Cut to about there. I think a J cut here would help smooth things out.
It would have been like you're walking through the mural.
What's up with this cut though? Why is there a cut? Is this synced to this or is this synced to this? I'm just eavesdropping now. There is some meta discussion going on in the background in the other room here. And now I'm making it even more meta.
The whole wall would have been painted here.
Yeah. It would have been like you're walking through the mural, but a lot of it is missing.
Yeah, so this cut felt abrupt. Just extend this out a little bit more. Not that far. Now my upstairs neighbors are playing piano. There's a lot of background noise going on right now. Okay, blend this airplane noise starting here. Sounds pretty good. This is being really picky, but I don't like how this is a pan from top down, and then it's like a pan of a similar detail from top down. It feels like almost watching the same clip twice. What else happens here? Well, it's slightly different details, I guess. This is a warp stabilized shot, so I can't extend it without redoing the entire warp stabilizer. That's annoying. What do we do about that? Because that feels too short as is. Let's go into the sequence and see if there even is more that we can use. And I don't think there is because I see Brian slowed it down to 85% already. So I'm guessing he needed more space, more time out of this clip. But I think it might still be too short even. Now, what we could do actually, this is a trick. Unlink it, grab just that, put it here, and now we will reverse it. Now, since it's warp stabilized, I don't think it uses the proxy, so this is probably going to lag. Let's see what happens. No, it's okay. All right, now let's see if this feels long enough. Okay, you can definitely tell the moment that it just immediately jerks and starts going in reverse. But, like, is anyone really going to notice that? I don't think so. So we'll grab the audio from this clip, bring it in here so we can extend it as long as we want. There we go. Now it feels like it flows better. I do like this shot. It's kind of creepy how it's all peeling, but you still see his eye right there staring at you. Just add a wipe transition. No, we need like that circle that comes in, opens up. Wait, Brian streamed editing this exact video? I did not even know that. How long ago was that?
Look, this would have been a mural too, down this whole wall.
Yeah, the entire wall.
The whole wall would have been a mural.
This is
Look, this would have been a
jerky,
mural
so we can
too,
use
down
a
this
J
whole
cut to
wall.
hide this. We can start it here. Maybe this is going to be a deep J cut. Let's see.
Look, this would have been a mural too, down this.
Let's do this. Start this back here. Bring this up. Fade this.
Look, this would have been a mural too, down this whole wall.
Yeah, the entire wall.
The whole wall would have been a mural. Wow. And this side too.
And this side too. Let's give that some more breathing room.
Still see small details left. Big chunk is left up there. That one big chunk is left up there.
Don't need that clip, I don't think. Now this room looks pretty cool.
More murals.
I really like how they boarded up this building. They put individual planks on instead of just plywood like you always see in America. And it's good because it still lets natural light into the building and it gives it a really eerie look. I actually don't think I've seen any buildings boarded up like this outside of Europe. We film our videos at 30 FPS just because we know most people are watching them on computer screens and not in theaters or anything. I don't know. Yeah, there is a Holocaust mural, or it's like a mural of a concentration camp, which we're getting to soon. It's coming up. It was very baffling to us at the time because we didn't know it was a Soviet flight school at the time. We thought it was Nazi barracks. But actually, maybe we did know because we saw the other Soviet mural, of course. Yeah, I don't know. Ten more minutes of this, and then we'll do something else. Hang in there, guys.
More murals. Yeah, it's more.
Wow.
What are
Pretty
we
sure all these
talking about
places were
here?
still in use until
20
the
years
90s.
ago.
That's when the Soviet.
Wasn't it abandoned in the 60s?
No, you're right.
20 years ago, this place would have been amazing.
20 years ago, it wasn't abandoned.
Wasn't it abandoned in the 70s?
No, you're right. No,
60s.
in the 90s.
90s.
That's when the Soviet Union broke up.
Yeah. Wow.
Pretty sure all these places were
That's
still in use
20
until the
years
90s.
ago. That's
I have no idea if that's true or not, but I'll leave it in now, and if I find that to be proven false, I will take it out. Or if I can't find anything to confirm that.
20 years ago, it wasn't abandoned.
wasn't it abandoned in the 70s?
No, you're right. No,
60s.
in the 90s.
90s.
That's when the Soviet Union broke up.
Yeah. Wow.
Pretty sure all these places were
That's
still in use
20
until the
years
90s.
ago. That's
Yeah, it's more than 20 years ago. It's like 30 years ago. More murals.
every wall in here would have been something. It's amazing.
This could have even been a repurposed Nazi building, too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the Soviet military
what
stuff
they
here was
were.
not built.
Yeah.
It was just repurposed after World War II. So who knows, maybe underneath some of this paint there's even Nazi murals and propaganda. It's Russian
This-
text.
Okay, that I like these cuts. There was some audio issues. Thanks,
Every
Nathan,
wall
for
in
the
here would have
$5.
been something. It's amazing.
This could
I don't like the
It's amazing.
aperture ring click
this
there,
could have even been a repurpose.
but
Something.
it's like
amazing.
so close to dialogue. I don't think I can get rid of
This
it.
could have even been a repurposed Nazi building too,
Yeah.
because a lot of the Soviet military
I
stuff
think
here
I'm
was
just gonna
not
leave this
built.
alone.
Yeah.
It was just repurposed after World War II. So who knows, maybe underneath some of this paint there's even Nazi murals and propaganda.
This just needs a second to linger out here.
Got Nazi paint underneath here. I mean, they could, but if the Soviet stuff.
Let's see what's being said here.
Stuff looks this bad, there's no way you're gonna find anything underneath.
It was probably
Resembling-
stripped away because, you know,
Yeah.
the Soviets wouldn't want to leave any trace of that.
Let's see,
It's
what's
Russian
this?
text. Looks like a
What's
Russian
this?
text. Looks like a concentration camp.
It does.
Okay, let's cut there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the Soviet military.
Can we bring another camera angle to this? It's kind of just a jump cut because we're standing right next to each other anyway. So there's no point in cutting there.
So who knows, maybe underneath some of this paint there's even Nazi murals and propaganda.
They got Nazi paint underneath here.
We don't use ND filters. We just stop down all the way to F22 when we go outside and it's sunny. And that's usually fine. And if it's still overexposed, we would maybe then bump the shutter speed up to like 1/80th of a second or 1/100th of a second. Because beyond that, there's nothing else you can do. You're going to have overexposed footage. And a variable ND filter would be cool, but those have their own set of issues as well.
I mean, they could, but if the Soviet stuff looks this bad, there's no way you're gonna find anything underneath.
It was probably
Resembling-
stripped away because, you know,
Yeah.
the Soviets wouldn't want to leave any trace of that. It's Russian
this?
text. Looks like a concentration camp.
It does.
So we're about to start talking about this mural being really confused, I think. But I think what the idea of this is that the Soviets were trying to, this was basically a propaganda mural showing like, oh yeah, the Nazis were so evil, like we're such heroes and like good people for like liberating and like winning the war against them because they were doing such evil things. That's the only reason why I can think of a mural like this would exist in a Soviet barrack. Let's see what we say. We probably sound really stupid.
To us, this looks like a depiction of a concentration camp, right?
Yeah, it definitely.
But that
Why are we like unsure what it's a depiction of? Like, I don't think it could be any
begs
more
the question
obvious.
of why did they paint a depiction of a concentration camp in the Soviet military base?
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe they were just trying to have like a reminder of what their enemy did and why they were the enemy and such. That's part of the propaganda.
Okay, so we kind of got
Yeah,
it.
it's depicting the
Well, that was interesting because I think the swastika on the armband is not painted on because, you know, any kind of Nazi iconography was not allowed, even if it was in a context like this.
Yeah, it's depicting.
That is way too fast of a cut,
A
though.
Nazi. It has an armband.
Yeah, it's depicting.
Can we make this longer?
It's depicting.
Yes, we can.
Nazi. It has an armband.
Yeah, it's depicting. That's part of the propaganda.
A Nazi. It has an armband. A Nazi. It has Nazi. It has an armband. It has an armband.
Yeah, it's depicting the Nazi
Oof. That's like, this is jarring.
thing, the Nazis
That's okay.
carrying out the genocide.
Oh, gosh, this sounds so stupid.
Here's a mural in the stairwell of what look.
I don't know what to do with this. The Nazis carrying out the genocide.
The Nazis carrying out the genocide. Here's a mural.
It's like I didn't say anything that stupid, but it just sounds stupid. The way I'm saying
in the
it.
stairwell of what looks like the Russian space station.
I think if I just get rid of this last part, I'll be
Nazis.
okay with it.
Carrying out the genocide.
I'll come back to this off stream because I don't know what I'm doing with that part of the video.
Next.
We'll go straight to the nice little Russian space station.
Looks like a concentration camp.
It does.
Okay. It is 10 p.m. So I think we should play Geoguessr and do something more fun. Yeah, we do review each other's edits. That's basically what I'm doing right now because this project was like built out already and I've just been going over Brian's edits this entire time so far. And we've only gotten 10 minutes in about, and there's still like another 10 minutes that I haven't even touched yet. But yeah, this video is actually turning out more interesting than I thought it would be. We sat on this video for like 3 years now because we didn't think it could turn into much, but this is looking like it's going to be something. So that's good. Especially if I go in depth with the history and such. I am just going to close up some of these gaps and then I'll do like a final save and then we'll move on to the next part of the stream.
This is interesting too. This art piece. This building's made up of sticks. It looks like they're just sticks.
Okay, there's a gap here.
The whole wall would have been painted.
Let's fix that maybe.
The whole wall would have been painted here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It would have been like you're walking through the mural. But a lot of it is missing. 20 years.
All right, Control S. I'm closing out. Geoguessr. Let's go. I just signed up for the free trial yesterday, so I can actually play more than one game a day. So let's see. A Diverse World is like the one that most people play. And I think most people are familiar with Geoguessr by now. It's been getting pretty popular lately. But just in case you're not, it basically puts you down anywhere in the world on Google Maps Street View, and you have to figure out where you are. Now, there's different ways you can play. You can play where you can move, pan, and zoom. I don't like playing that way, though, because there's basically no limit to how crazy you could go with like the moving around and figuring it out. And at that point, it just becomes like a chore. Because there's basically a limitless amount of information available to you if you want to like move around all the streets and like read all the signs and everything. So I like to play with no moving, so it limits you a little bit. You can't go overboard with it, but you can still like see 360 around you and zoom in and look at signs and stuff. I also like playing with a time limit too, just so I don't spend too long on one location and make it too tedious. But to start, let's do no time limit. Let's go. There's also like multiplayer competitive stuff too that I haven't tried yet, but I do kind of want to try, so we can do that later. Now, this is exactly the kind of thing that I hate to get, where it's just like some rural area and there's not a lot of buildings or anything around. It's a 2-lane country road. This doesn't look like anywhere in America, but we are driving on the right. So it just based on the terrain, it looks like it could be South Africa or Australia, but they drive on the left side of the road in both of those places, and we're clearly driving on the right. So that makes me think South America. It can't be the US because I don't know. This vegetation is just like nothing I've seen anywhere in the US. All right, let's look at South America. We've got some hills. I could be way off with this, but I'm leaning towards like Argentina or perhaps Brazil. Yeah, I don't have that much to go off of. We're going to go with southern Brazil. Just a random spot. There was Mexico. I completely forgot about Mexico. Why did I do that? I should have thought of Mexico. Sorry, Mexico. We earned basically no points for that. We deserve basically no points for that. That was bad. All right, we're off to a rough start. Okay, this is Europe, based on the road signs. This looks like a car you would see in Eastern Europe or something. I think this is Europe. It looks pretty arid. Not a lot of trees around. We can zoom, we can pan, but we can't move. This kind of roof stuff almost seems something like you would see in an Asian country. But we're definitely not in Asia. This could be like Kazakhstan or something. I don't know. That place is probably even more desert-like, though. Let's come over here to, like, Turkey, maybe. Yeah, I'm getting tough ones. I had some insane guesses when I was playing last night. Like, literally directly on the spot. Let's see what we're seeing. Estonia, Ukraine. Russian text on that sign. Are you talking about this one? It doesn't look like Cyrillic to me. A3C. Let's see. This kind of looks like it could be like this kind of text, maybe, like you see in Georgia. Or we could be like somewhere more Mediterranean. I am just going to click Bulgaria. I don't know. We're kind of, if we're over here, we're not that far. We'll get some points. Let's see. Oh, so Kazakhstan actually would have been a pretty good guess. We are in Russia, near Mongolia. Wow. I don't think I've ever actually gotten one in Russia, and that's why I wasn't really considering it, because I was playing this a lot and did not get a single one. And I was thinking, maybe there's no Street View in Russia. Yeah, we got basically no points again. We are doing terribly so far. Pare, that's stop in Spanish, right? Wait, this can't be Spanish. Is this Portuguese? We must be in Brazil, right? South American vibes. But where in Brazil? This could be literally anywhere in Brazil. Somewhere coastal, perhaps, because there's a lot of tall buildings, and I think that's where most of Brazil's big cities are on the coast. Looks kind of tropical. I don't see like straight up palm trees, but I feel like there's an ocean nearby. I just get that feeling. It reminds me of like condos in South Florida. It doesn't look dense enough to be like Rio or anything, but maybe it's on the outskirts. We should maybe go. We'll just pick a random city. No, we'll do outskirts of Rio, perhaps. No, but there's mountains here. I don't see mountains. We'll go up here. Guess. Okay, we were inland, so I was right about Brazil, but I was completely wrong about being near an ocean. I don't know why I got that vibe. But that's the most points we've gotten so far, almost 3,000 points. Perfect score would be 5,000 points. That's when you're right on the money. This looks like a place we could make a Proper People video on. Just a ghost neighborhood that they never finished building. Wow, this is another tough one. I see some snow-covered mountains in the distance. That looks like a mosque. So we are somewhere with Islam. Not China. China has no street view, so we're gonna never get a China one. Turkey, maybe. Turkey has mosques. Turkey has that one famous neighborhood that's a bunch of cookie cutter houses that look more interesting than this, but this kind of reminds me of that. If it's not Turkey, it's something around here. Just gonna click a random city. Okay, Turkey was correct. We were over here though, in Western Turkey. Gonin. Okay, not bad. How funny would that be if it just put me down like right in front of a sick abandoned building and I have to like figure out where it is and add it to our map? Okay. Europe vibes for sure. Saint Hubert. Or if we were in France, it would be like Saint Hubert or something. I don't fucking know. It's just reminding me of when we were on our road trip in France and we were ordering a sandwich from a sandwich shop and Brian asked for the Saint Michael because that was the name of one of their sandwiches on the menu, and the person working there just was not understanding him, and then finally she was just like, Saint Michel. So yeah, Saint is like San in French. Can we quickly roll out the UK by figuring out that they're not driving on the left here? Well, this car's street parked off to the right, that truck. Yeah, I think this is France. But I could be way off. It also looks like some of the places we went in Belgium. A lot of places in Europe look like this. This is very generic Europe. Screw it. We're just going to click the middle of France. It was Belgium. Wow. Well, that makes sense because they speak French in the southern part of Belgium. This line right here separates the Dutch part of Belgium and the French part. Okay, 4,000 points though. That's the best we did so far. Yeah, that guess was terrible. And that guess wasn't great either. 10,900 points. Let's try to get 15,000 points on this next one. We can do better than that. Let's do the same settings. Or should we do a 2-minute time limit to make it more interesting? Doing a 2-minute timer this time. UK vibes, maybe? Let's see what anyone else thinks, because there is not a whole lot to go off of here. There's no signs. There's no way to tell what side of the road is being driven on. I'm just gonna have to take a crapshoot in the UK. It's a little bit hilly off in the distance. Let's start looking at the map and find a random hilly area in the UK. That's my house. Scotland or Ireland? Could be. Ireland vibes. It does seem like a little more lushly vegetated than some of the places in the UK that I've gotten. I kind of agree with the Ireland vibes. Should we go for Ireland, perhaps? Let's just go with Ireland. It was Ireland. There we go. 4,700 points. We were in somewhere near Ballyknoe. Okay. Europe again. We're driving on the right. That looks like an abandoned factory maybe. So once we find out where this is, I am going to look at this on Google Satellite and see where we are and if that's abandoned. This could be like, it's somewhere Eastern Europe. Could be Romania. Is that a cross or is that just a sign? Yeah, definitely Eastern Europe. We have 1 minute left. The best is when you find like an actual sign and you can like zero in on the area really quickly and you have time to actually look for the exact spot and get it dead on. All right, we're going with Romania. We'll go near the border with Bulgaria for some reason. Craiova, I don't know. Whoa, we were very wrong. Okay. Well, Russia again. I guess the Orthodox cross probably could have helped us figure out that it was Russia. But I rushed into that when we still had more time. Since it's in Russia, I don't think I'm going to bother looking up that abandoned looking factory because it probably isn't even abandoned. It's just run down looking. And going to Russia is difficult because you can't just get a visa all willy-nilly there. Next round. Parada? Something? Looks like Spanish. Parada. It's like a bus stop or something. Conductor waits something transit. Okay, so I'm gonna guess there's snow-capped mountains. We are maybe in like the Andes Mountains? Or could it be Spain? Spain doesn't get snow-capped mountains though. That's too dry of a climate there, I think. A minute left. Could this be like Peru? But these trees look colder climate than Peru even. I'm thinking it's got to be like south down here, maybe where the Andes get more lush. Let's go over here. Hey, that was pretty close, all things considered. We guessed up here by Puerto Montt, and it was down here in a national park. Looks like a pretty place. Thank you so much for the $50, Mr. GW982. Our second episode, Bumps in the Night, when we use the spirit box. It sounds like there are yes and no replies. You both didn't seem to notice them in the videos, but comments and I did. We did not add anything in post in that video, but my thoughts about the spirit box are that if you prime your brain to think you're hearing a certain thing, that's what you'll hear, even if it doesn't sound truly exactly like that. It's kind of like how people can mishear song lyrics depending on what they prime their brain to think they're hearing. But There was one recently with the spirit box that Brian pointed out to me where something sounded very convincing. We were like, is there any way we could communicate with you? And it said something like, try the spirit board, like clear as day on the thing. That one was probably one of the weirdest things we've seen happen on the spirit box. And we didn't notice that one until we were watching back the video. We didn't even notice it when editing it. Yeah, kind of makes me want to do another Bumps and Night episode sometime, which we might. Okay, we're doing pretty good this round, though. We've only had one whiff so far. Let's see if we can get another round with points on the board. This is definitely America. There's the flag right there. McCoy Hollow Road, I think it said. There's a star. Got some big mountains. Probably the Appalachians. I'm thinking we are... It seems Midwesty to me. It doesn't seem like... Not like Midwesty, but like on the foothills of the Appalachians to the west. I don't know why I feel like it's to the west. Let's go... I've like been over here. You know, we're going to go outside of... screw it. Just picking a random place. Amsterdam, Ohio. Let's go. Not the worst guess ever, but we could have done better. We were more like right in the Appalachians, up in Pennsylvania, northern PA. Yeah, no, what I meant by Midwest was like on the border of the Midwest and the Appalachians, not like literally in the Midwest. Well, this is interesting. We've got this guy. Mi parto es seguro. Return soon to this town. A city productive and touristy. I don't fucking know. We are somewhere in Mexico, maybe? Could also be South America. We could try to find that town, but we're not going to find it in a minute. What is that? I've got a train. That's cool. Wait, Nelson Mandela? No, we can't be in South Africa. It's not Nelson Mandela. It's Nelson something else. Okay. Mexico. There are some green mountains over there, but it's pretty dry. We are running out of time. This town is so small that it's not going to just like pop up on the map anywhere. Middle of Mexico, whatever. Oh, it was South America. Darn. Bolivia. There's the town right now. Right there. Oh, there was a flag in there. Oh, a bunch of people said Bolivia. I should have looked at the chat there. That is my bad. Well, we almost got 15,000 points. Dude, last night I was getting like 19, 20,000 points every round, no problem. So let's try again. We're going to get it. Circle Ranch. Um, so the fact we can see the car is kind of a hint that it's not America because, yeah, the official Google Street View cars that I use in America, they don't glitch like this. So that's kind of a little cheat. Could be Australia. Australia, mate. South Africa, perhaps, but is English, how prevalent is English there that would be on a sign in like a just really rural area like this? I was having a problem last night between South Africa and Australia big time last night. Like every time I guessed Australia, it was South Africa, and every time I guessed South Africa, it was Australia. We have 50 seconds left. Let's zoom in to Australia. No, you know what? Screw it. I'm going with South Africa. It's a little bit hilly off in the distance. It seems a little bit hilly everywhere. Where is it hilly in South Africa? Probably everywhere. There's some English city names. There's a lot of Dutch city names. Since there's English on the sign. The British part was, I don't remember. 10 seconds. We're just picking a spot. Eswatini. Okay. That's the first time I've seen that country pop up. But hey, we weren't far, and that was a much better guess than Australia would have been. A lot of people thought Manitoba, New Zealand. Yeah. I mean, I'm still having fun doing this, and it seems like everyone's enjoying Geoguessr, so I'll probably keep doing this for a while until people start to get bored. This is a low quality image. That's kind of annoying. Okay, this sign, that is not like any kind of speed limit sign I've ever seen. Oh, I don't like this. This is too low res. That's annoying. Do we have any guesses? This is the UK? Really? It's so like, I don't know. It looks too dry. Like almost, I don't know. It's a lot of brown grass. This can't be America. I've never seen a sign like this anywhere in America. It looks like a kilometer sign with the red circle around it. Wow. Any chance this could be Australia? It stinks the sign is on both sides of the road because now I don't know which side they're... Oh, it's left side drive because here's a turn lane with the arrow over here. We are left-hand drive. So it's Australia or South Africa again. I'm going to go with Australia this time. I don't think it would give me something near South Africa twice in a row. 20 seconds. Where in Australia should I go? East or west? Or right in the middle? Oh, New Zealand, somebody's saying. You know what? We're going middle of Australia with 5 seconds left. Hey, it was Australia, but Australia's a big continent, and we weren't that close. We were down there somewhere. Near the Great Otway National Park. Yeah, I know everyone lives in the east, but Street View usually isn't necessarily where people live. And since it was low quality, I assumed it might be in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this one looks a little bit easier maybe. These look very American to me, but I guess these are everywhere. This definitely does not look American. Is that either like Japanese or something? Could we be in like... Oh, this kind of looks American, but I know it can't be because of this sign. Never seen a sign like that in America. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this might be some sort of Asian script. Is it Korean? Is it Japanese? This is not looking Japanese to me. This is looking maybe Korean, South Korean. But I also feel like I could be way off base. This looks too cold for Taiwan. Trees are bare. Oh, man. If it's not an Asian country, I'm going to look so stupid. Just being misled by this sign. Well, we can't tell which way the car is going. But the road markings don't look Japanese. But I know the South Korean road markings, I think, look a little bit more like U.S. road markings. South Korea is pretty mountainous, too. Let's pick like a random mountain over here and go for it. Oh, that was close. Okay, it wasn't that close, but still, that was a pretty good guess. I feel like a lot of people are going to be surprised that it was actually South Korea because I'm surprised. I don't know why I got South Korean vibes from that. I just did. Okay. I think this round's going okay so far. We didn't have any major whiffs yet. This might be our first, though, because I don't know where we are. I mean, I know we're in the sort of Eastern Europe region again, but we could be like... Every time we thought we were here, we were actually in Russia or like near Mongolia or Kazakhstan or something. Oh, this is a tough one. Oh, that looks like an EU license plate, doesn't it? We've got the little blue EU thing. Hungary, perhaps. That's not a bad guess. Slovenia. Serbia. Could be... Oh, it's somewhere EU, though. Hungary, I know, is EU. I'm not sure about all these other countries. Romania is EU. We're going to go with Hungary. Oh, Bulgaria. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. I really want to go to all these countries. There's probably so much cool old abandoned stuff there. Can make some great videos. Can't wait for COVID to be over. Last one. Let's not blow it. Yaka. European sign. Scandinavian, perhaps? Or is this too dry? This is too like dusty to be Scandinavia, I think. Middle Europe. Someone's saying. It's definitely not North America, definitely not Japan. Or are you guys just saying places that we should go? Like the Ural Mountains, maybe? Those are in Russia, right? I don't know, man. I'm out of my element on this one, to be honest. It looks pretty. Looks like a nice place. Ooh, can we make out anything? Those are Latin alphabet characters, I believe. So it's not somewhere that uses Cyrillic. So let's get looking over here. Bosnia. Slovenia. 30 seconds. It feels a little more north, though. It feels a little more north. Oh, man, this is going to be a bad one, isn't it? Lithuania. I don't know. Oh, God, it was Turkey. Okay. That was the worst guess of the round. We were running out of time. People were saying Turkey right at the end. The messages didn't come through until I clicked. Sheesh. How'd you guys know it was Turkey at the end? How did you guys know? Suddenly everybody knew it was Turkey right after I already clicked. Well, we got 17,000. That's our best run so far. Do you guys want to go to a new map, or do you want to keep doing a diverse world? Let me know. I will actually be right back, though, while you guys are sending in your opinions. Oh, they Googled Yaka. Okay. Well, that's cheating then. So, we want to try a new map, it looks like. Wow, the viewers went up while I was gone. I don't know what to make of that. Okay. So let's go to the fan-made maps because I think those are better. These are like the official ones, but I think they have some flaws to them. A Diverse World is the one we were just playing. That's by far the most popular one. Let's try U.S. cities. Same settings again. Los Angeles vibes. Croft Avenue. Are we somewhere near Hollywood or something? Got that Art Deco kind of California vibe. Let's start looking. We got a minute 40 something. Let's look in LA. Any quick clues we can get around here? Any city or like area names? We have Holloway Drive, Santa Monica Boulevard. Okay, that's a huge hint. Here's Santa Monica. There's Santa Monica Boulevard. Is it saying which road is Santa Monica Boulevard? That's Holloway. That's Croft. This must be Santa Monica. Follow. We're at a curve. How far does Santa Monica go? Oh, now we're in Hollywood. Oh, there's Holloway. We found the exact intersection. Cool. We are just past Croft right there. Guess. Bam. 9 yards. 5,000 points. Let's go. That is like as good as you can get in this game. It's kind of cheaty when you can just read street names and you have something that obvious, but you know what? It still feels good. So let's do it again. Mahala Jar. What? Center for the Performing Arts. Okay. Where are we? What? I have no clue for this one. Center for Performing Arts. Could this be like Texas? Am I stupid for even suggesting Texas here? But what are people saying? Mahala Jackson was a gospel singer. Okay, we have a minute 20. Feeling southern U.S. We've got some of these tropical trees there. These are sort of swampy looking trees. Let's look in the Gulf Coast area. Could also be like Austin or San Antonio or something. I've never seen anywhere in Georgia that looks like this. I've never been anywhere in New Orleans that looks like this either. But you know what? This actually could be New Orleans. Actually could be. Where is there? There's not like a curvy little canal. Well, maybe. Is it in this park? Is there a performing arts center? Oh, we're running out of time. We are running out of time. 20 seconds. Texas. People are saying Texas. Probably not Texas. Yikes. Houston has like this curvy little stream type river going through downtown. Theater district. We're so off. I don't know. Houston. We're going with it. Oh, it was New Orleans. No. Louis Armstrong Park. Gosh darn it. I've actually been to this park too. That's the worst part. I don't know why I didn't recognize it. Shoot. That would have been great, getting 2 headshots in a row. I don't know if you guys saw, but I actually like zoomed in on this park too when we were looking at New Orleans because I was suspicious of it being the one. Okay. We got some points. Half points there. PNW? Pacific Northwest? We got, oh, Washington Huskies. Okay. Where are the Washington Huskies? Are they in Seattle? Tacoma? Vancouver? Any street names? Not that I can read. Mod Pizza. Those are everywhere. Doesn't really help. It could be Seattle if we just are obstructed, have an obstructed view of the actual big buildings. What are people saying? A minute left. Oh, Pioneer Square. That's got to be Seattle, right? Oh, I just saw it. Pioneer Square. Could we be at this park literally right here? Do we see a Mod Pizza? There's the Mod Pizza. Holy shit. Wait a minute. We actually might headshot this one. Okay. Mod Pizza is right there. That means we are like right there. Let's see. Boom. 4 yards from the correct location. Nice. That was like a last minute catch on that Pioneer Square banner. Next round, let's go. Starbucks. Somewhere with a light rail. College of Urban and Public Affairs. Rice Junkies. Deschutes rafting. Where is Deschutes? Seattle again? Deschutes. That sounds so familiar. Or Portland. You know, would they really give me Seattle twice in a row? Does Portland have a light rail? Probably. We have a minute. Not Ohio. Okay, I didn't think it was Ohio anyway. Oh, Portland. Bing, bang, boom. Okay, that's a giveaway. But can we use this extra time we have now to figure out the exact place? National University, Southwater. This looks like the light rail line, perhaps, that we're seeing. Starbucks. I don't know. This is close enough. Oh, Portland State University up here. Okay, I had 30 seconds that I probably could have used to figure that out better, but whatever. 4,992 points. That's pretty good. Okay, next round. What the hell? This is just like faux architecture, so like who knows if it's even authentic to the region. Like what the hell is this? Oh, this is clashing so bad. This is awful. Who let this street happen? At least it's somewhat medium density stuff and not just sprawling suburbs. But anyway, where the hell are we? There is a bridge over here, right? Because that overpass has to be leading up to a bridge. It's so high. This isn't a city? Oh, you must not be from America. This is dense for America, believe it or not. Dude, I don't know where this is. I actually have no clue for this one. Wow. Gotta start throwing out stuff. I need help with this one. Throw out some ideas. Oklahoma? No, it's 100% not Florida. Doesn't look like anywhere I've ever been in Baltimore. I am going. The trees are bare. Somewhere that it gets a little cold. We're going to go near Virginia just because I don't know. We're going to say we're in like a Richmond suburb or something because there's bridges here. Wow. Oh, I could not have been more wrong on that one. The vibes, yeah, that was a confusing one because look at the guesses I'm seeing from you guys too. Louisiana, Illinois, St. Louis, Oregon, New Orleans, Topeka, Seattle, Chicago, Washington, everywhere. Like that was a weird one for sure. And that's not even a bridge going over a river. That's just a highway interchange. That's just Houston. They just build their interchanges like that. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it could have been an older style city like Chicago if it was like way out in a suburb or something. But there also weren't enough potholes to be Illinois. So, yeah. I should have guessed it was somewhere a little bit warmer because of the lack of potholes and the wide streets. Okay, well, we ended that round that was doing so well with that terrible guess. Still the most points we've gotten tonight, almost 18K. Let's play the same map again. I think we can do better. Same settings again. It's probably my favorite way to do it. Westlake Theater. Oh, we've got like some sort of craft fair going on. So it's probably like Portland or something. California. I don't know. Are these homeless people or is this like a craft fair or a mix of both? I can't even tell. Oh, these are homeless people. Okay. So we are West Coast then. West Coast is the only place where I've ever seen like this amount of homeless encampment just all in one place. I don't know what it is with the West Coast, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. People are saying LA. Is this LA? Westlake Theater, okay. There are a lot of theaters in LA. I kind of feel, oh, here's a big building, Chase. I kind of feel like this might be further north than LA. These trees look like they're kind of cold right now. There's dead leaves. MacArthur Park, LA. Oh, am I getting the answer? We're going to go with LA. LA, then a lot of people think it's that. I don't know where this MacArthur Park is, though.
No, it's negative.
We don't have time to narrow this down, I don't think. Oh, it says Lakers somewhere? I am so dumb for missing that then. Okay. We're going to go with LA.
Good news, good news, good news.
Whatever. I don't know. 5 seconds left to put something. So that was, oh, that was pretty close to downtown. Yeah, MacArthur Park. Somebody said it exactly. Okay, well, you guys know LA. Yeah, those trees didn't scream LA to me either. That's what was throwing me off. That street view was definitely taken in the winter, though, because it looked cold for some reason. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to what people were wearing, but the trees looked kind of dead. This looks like the South. But it could also not be the South. There's so much to look at. Like, you could miss something easily. I thought this was Florida for a second, too. Almost. Like, this view right here totally looks like it could be Florida. But, like, these bricks are so old. You don't see old buildings like that in Florida. They've all been knocked down by now. There's some, like, taller apartment buildings or something out there. There's no dead giveaways anywhere that I can see. Could be some random town in Texas or like I'm feeling it's somewhere. It looks like near the Ozarks, but like not in the mountains, obviously, because we don't see those mountains. But like it reminds me of when I was over here in this area of East Texas. It looks too mountainous here, though. It is pretty flat. We got to get to the flatland. Let's go up near Texarkana, maybe, or how do you say it? Everyone made fun of me when I said that wrong in the video. We're gonna put Detroit, Texas. Let's go. Oh, that was Georgia. Augusta, Georgia. Okay. Well, I don't feel bad for getting that one wrong. That did not look like it would be this close to like a big urban area like this. Oh, you know why I'm extra stupid though? This map is called cities, so it's not going to be in some rinky-dink town like that. It's going to be in real cities that you've heard of for the most part. But still, I would have never clicked Augusta. That one threw me off. Okay. Oh, this architecture is like San Francisco, maybe? This looks very San Francisco to me. We're like in a store. I want to just assume this has to be San Francisco. Let's start looking for these places. I can't make out. Oh, Market Street. That's a street. All right, let's look. I have Oh, there's Market Street. We found it already. Okay. It runs the diagonal, which looks like it checks out with this. Now we need to find Lookout or Gold's Gym. I don't know if we're going to find that. I can't read any of the other cross streets. Lookout or Gold's Gym. Hold on. Market Street's long. It cuts across the whole thing. We got 40 seconds. Oh, there is this building, though. With the corner thing. Not seeing Gold's Gym. Find another corner building. 20 seconds. Yikes. Running out of time. I ran out of time. Okay, we just need to keep going down Market Street a lot farther. Wait. Okay, I see how that's there now because there's that building. Okay, still a lot of points. Did pretty good. Okay, Bagel Boy. This could be so many places in America. God, American suburbs. They all look the same. Scooters, coffee drive-through, Meta Bank. Fortunately, it's not a bank named after like a local regional thing. Street just says 33rd Street. Yikes. This is a tough one. This could literally be anywhere. Street is concrete. I feel like it's south because you don't see the concrete streets up north because they don't do so well in the winter, I don't think. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. I think it's got to be somewhere in the southern U.S. though. Got a whole minute left, but like I don't think I'm gonna find anything here that really gives it away. Zoom into this area. It could be in Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Texas. We could be anywhere, man. South Dakota. No. I mean, maybe I'm going to eat my words, but like, look at how rough the grass is. That's more like a southern kind of grass. We're going near Memphis. I don't know. Oh, holy shit. It was Sioux Falls. Wow. Well, I've never been to South Dakota, so that's my excuse. I don't really know what South Dakota looks like. I was picturing South Dakota to just be like flat, barely any trees, just like empty plains and like farms. Wow. Okay. Well, now I learned what South Dakota looks like, kind of. And I guess concrete roads do have up north. They do have them up north. I don't know why I thought they didn't do well in the winter. Okay. Somewhere with a lot of new modern architecture. Bleh. Those look like old Tudor style. Mountains. We also have like birch trees, whatever trees have that kind of like white bark. PNW again, perhaps? Maybe not necessarily. Oh, those are pretty big mountains. Pretty big mountains out there. Yeah, this is a tough one, to be honest. New Jersey and Pennsylvania? Really? Ooh, yellow plates. Yellow plates. The only place I can think of with yellow plates is New York. Yellow front plates. I'm going to look in New York just because of the license plates, even though I'm not getting like super New York vibes. Maybe it's like Syracuse or something, Rochester. Albany? No. Wait. No. All right, the big mountains. They can't. Oh, those mountains are too big and pointy to be New York, I think. Somewhere west, maybe? Is there anywhere out west that has... Oh, we're going New York just because of the yellow plates. Oh, Alaska. Alaska. Okay. That was a tricky one. Let's see what a Alaskan license plate looks like. There we go. That's what we were seeing. Well, we learned something. Six points for that one. Wow, we were doing okay until that last one. Let's do this map one more time because I still think we can do better. And then we're going to try the multiplayer versus mode. New Orleans? Palms. It's kind of that old style of architecture, a lot of like overgrown. Oh, Savannah, Georgia. I've seen some stuff like this too. Plates are all blurred, but they're kind of white. I don't know anything about... Oh, Georgia has kind of whitish license plates. I don't know what Louisiana's look like though. I forget. No front plate. The license plate stuff kind of feels like cheating though. This is not Florida. We don't have rows of houses that look this nice in Florida. This is... I'm feeling Savannah on this one. Or Columbia. That's not a bad guess either. Somewhere in South Carolina, like Charleston. Charleston or Savannah. It's going to be one of those. Let's go Charleston, random neighborhood. We have 40 seconds. Is there anything that we could use to find an exact location? There is a church over there. Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church. Sure, we'll go near that. I don't know. It was Savannah. I knew it. I should have went with my gut. Because, like, I haven't actually been to Charleston, but I have been to Savannah. I knew it looked like that. But then someone else said Charleston, or they said South Carolina. And I'm like, well, if Savannah looks like that, Charleston could possibly look like Savannah too, because they're, you know, geographically similar. And it very may well just look like that, but should have went with Savannah, the place I've actually been. Still got over 4,000 points though. Davidson County. That says Nashville, doesn't it? Okay. Well, we can use this time to find our exact location. Yep, there's the big I Have Sauron AT&T building in Nashville. We're on 3rd Avenue and Dedrick Street. This is a freebie. 3rd Avenue. Okay. Which way was the river from here? I've been to Nashville, so like twice. 3 times actually. Hotel Indigo. Shit, where are we? Um, 3rd Street. Okay, 6th. It was 3rd Ave, right? 3rd Avenue South. There's Dedrick. Okay. And there is the courthouse. And we are right near that park, the public square park. And we are just to the left. Here's a guy waving to the Street View camera and an ad for RuPaul's Drag Race. This is all extremely irrelevant. Okay, let's just click on the map already. Boom. 2 yards, 5,000 points. Are we going to do another video in Japan or China? Probably not China because I have to get a new passport, and that means I have to get a whole new visa for China since it follows the passport, and it was a lot of work to get the visa in the first place. Also, China has some other issues that I wouldn't really want to go back there. Japan, I definitely want to go back to, though, 100%. 5,000 points, though. Let's keep it going. This could be Florida. This could be Florida. Metro. Wait a second. Compton. Oh, is it LA then? Yeah, it's LA then. LA. Does anyone know where Compton is? I know it's in LA somewhere. Let's just scroll around till we find it. Right? That is where Compton is, I think. Maybe I'm just stupid. Wait, is it not LA? Is it like San Francisco? Or like Oakland? There was a street sign. Coco. But there's not palm trees up in other Willowbrook Ave. There's not palm trees up near San Fran, are there? I've never, I don't know. It's got to be LA. But where is Compton? Compton. 10 seconds. Oh shit. Whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, now I see the big old label for it. Don't know why I didn't see that before. But yeah, that's a good score. I'll take it. Wait a minute. There's supposed to be like 100,000 different places it could put you, and we really just got the same place again that soon. Well, okay then. I'll take a freebie. I guess since we have the extra time, we should try to figure out the exact location. This is not a major highway, that's a street. Shoot, this might actually be too annoying to find the exact location of. I don't think I feel like it. What's that? I can't read it. We're going over something. Overpass. You know what? Frankly, I don't care. If this one feels kind of cheap already because we already got it once. So, yeah, whatever. Cool enough. I don't immediately recognize any of these buildings. This building looks pretty distinctive. I feel like if somewhere I've been, I would remember that building. Boat tour. Someone said Chicago? I don't see any of the famous Chicago buildings, though. San Diego, your leaves don't turn red like this, do they? Man, I'm seeing more Chicago. Do I really got to go look at Chicago now? I don't think it's Chicago. But people seem to know. Someone said right next to Navy Pier. Chicago. I lived in Chicago my whole life. Okay, it's Chicago. I guess I just can't see the famous buildings from here. It's a lot of modern buildings. I don't see any like the old buildings. Like, isn't... Shoot, man. I don't know. We north, maybe? Okay, there's like an inlet going into a river. So... over here, perhaps. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe we're right in this little inlet. Wow, 33 yards. Okay, thank you, Chicago locals who persuaded me to go with Chicago there. You guys were exactly correct. I've been to Navy Pier, and I don't remember that building, but I was also a lot younger. I was like in middle school or something when I went to Navy Pier. Okay. That was a good round. 24,000 points. We got the Nashville one full 5,000 points. Chicago was full 5,000 points. LA, we were a little off. Anchorage, I didn't feel like getting exact. If we got this one, Savannah, that would have been a hell of a round. That would have been really good. Well, that was our best round of the night so far. Let's try Battle Royale. I've never tried this yet, but I've seen some other people do it. Okay, compete with random strangers. Guess what country you're in before you run out of time and lives. The elimination starts after the first round. Some water. Okay, here we go. So this one we just need to get the country right. Nothing else matters. Odor-pood? Odor-pood. Okay. Yikes. Vata. Yeah. They got the little umlaut over the A. It's not Sweden. It's not Finland, right? It's not Norway. Right, that's the Finnish flag, I think. Denmark, perhaps? Oh, wait, here's a nice one. Anyone recognize that language? I am going to go with Denmark, I think. And you just need to click the country correct. Wait, I was wrong. Uh-oh. Wait, I jumped the gun. It's not. These are the already made guesses, so these are wrong. You have to know flags to be good at this. What are the odds this is the Nether... Is that Dutch language? No, wow, I'm bad. Holy cow. We're going to be out the first round. Oh. What the hell? Yo, we're out, dude. We lose. What was it? Estonia? Oh my gosh. I didn't know that their language was similar to that in Estonia. All right. Hopefully this goes better. That was bad. Okay. this is a toughie. Nobody has made a guess yet. I don't think. Or maybe this Frank guy figured it out. That's why he's there. That's like suspiciously fast for how little context there is. It's not Greece. I didn't think this was Greece anyway. People are figuring it out. How? Like, what is the giveaway? I feel like I'm missing something. Everyone's getting it without making any wrong guesses. Poland? I don't. This is only Germany to me. Dude, these guys are all way better at this game than I am. Dude, I feel really stupid. Russia. Oh my gosh. Yeah, stop. American stop signs are used like all over the world. This doesn't necessarily. Wait, you can move in this? Oh, I'm so used to not moving. Okay, that'll help me. Okay, Spanish already. Wait, no, it's Portuguese. There's that C. So we're just gonna click Brazil and get it over with. That is not Brazil. So I think it's safe to click Brazil. It's like, what other countries speak Portuguese? Yeah, it was Brazil. I think that must be the Portuguese flag, perhaps. Now we wait. First round. First time we didn't get knocked out the first round. Eight people are playing, but only 7 can make it. Okay, so we have to just not be the last person to lock it in here. Drive it on the right, European. Okay, somebody already got it right. Wait, who would guess America for this? Okay. Not a lot of people have guessed yet. Oh wait, I can move, right. I keep forgetting. Not a ton of people have guessed yet. Okay, what do these houses look like? Oh, we are not. We are somewhere like a little bit more, I don't want to say not first world because that might be offensive, but like, it's not Germany. Oh, here's a sign. Oh, we are running out of time. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. Hungary. No, that was probably already said, and I clicked it anyway. Croatia. Oh, we got it. Wow. Got down to 3. That was so last minute. Somewhere Arabian? I don't know. Where are we gonna find signs? We need to find some script, some text. This is not helping. Wait, could this be Greece? The white and blue, but like that's probably just me thinking. Oh wait. Oh, I was not Tunisia. Okay, I wouldn't have figured out Tunisia anyway. I was not watching the time though. Bronze division. I wonder if there's like actual ranks in this. I want to see where Tunisia is because I actually do not know where that is. Okay. North Africa. All right, well now we know what Tunisia looks like. I feel like this is the kind of thing that you would get really good at if you played it a lot. There's definitely an advantage to having played the game a lot. Yeah, the only reason I said Greece was because I saw that like blue roof, white walls color scheme, but that's just like on those few touristy islands that they have that. And this did not look like that otherwise. Okay, here we go. Japan. Perhaps. Let's go up here. Take a closer look at this car. It's definitely one of their like K cars. It's not. I don't know why someone would guess that. Do we click Japan? I think we just click Japan. I can't imagine this being anything else. Yeah. I gotta learn the flags because I like want to know what people are guessing. I don't know what flag that is. Looks like most people are gonna make it through this round. Damn, he guessed Korea, but not Japan yet. There he goes. Oh wait, he didn't make it. Wow. ADT, security. Um, let's go find a car. Figure out what side of the road we're driving on. All these fences, though, this makes me think South Africa. They like really secure their houses and stuff in South Africa. Two people put New Zealand. Die, whatever. That's like Dutch, right? This has got to be South Africa. Yep.
How did the devs react to that one?
Oh, when you click a country, it shows the flag. That's good to know. Okay.
Wait, what? Is this co-op? Why are the answers visible? Hang on. Wait. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Wait, what'd you say, TV? Okay, love that.
Smokestack. I want to know where that is. It looks like an old smokestack. Could be a cool abandoned factory under it. You know what? We can go drive on over to it. Oh, look. Oh, wait, no, we're driving on the right. Okay. Oh, we got some words. Pastadas. Pardudami. Okay. Okay, we've got some symbols, or like, what do you call these markings on the text? Let's zoom in over here. They're using Latin characters, but it has those things on it. Don't know what they're called. Just look at the names of the cities and find something that kind of matches. Gotta watch the time though. I think we could be hungry. No. Slovakia. No. Uh-oh. Romania. No. What was it? Lithuania.
You still geoguessing?
Yeah, we're still geoguessing.
Can I join in a minute?
Yeah, we're doing competitive against
Okay,
other
cool.
people if you want to help. Okay, let's play again. This looks British. Do I just lock in UK already? Everyone else is getting it right that quick, so it is probably something obvious like that. Yeah. We're in a stadium. I wonder if we can leave the stadium, escape the stadium to figure out where we are. Red and blue, or mostly red, just a little bit of blue. Well, let's try to escape the stadium, or at least, oh, there's something here. It's censored. Institut Nacional de Deportes. Okay, that's Spanish. That can't be Portuguese, I don't think. They guessed Brazil, Argentina. They guessed Mexico. Did anyone guess Uruguay yet? Nobody guessed Uruguay yet. Did anyone guess Spain yet? What does Spain's flag look like? Why am I not remembering? So it's either is Spain or nobody's guessed it yet. We're going to try Spain. That was wrong. I can't believe I was the first one to guess Spain. Still no one's guessed Uruguay? Brazil, but this is not Portuguese. And yeah, someone guessed Brazil already. It was wrong. Peru. No, someone guessed Peru. Gosh darn it. Yeah, it tells you in the top right what incorrect guesses have already been made. So if you see it up there, you know it can't be that. Chile. Darn. Oh, I didn't realize the Spanish flag was already up there. I didn't see it. Okay, this place looks highly secured, whatever it is. Barbed wire everywhere, wow. Boiler Consortium Africa. Okay. Possibly South Africa. A lot of people have guessed it correct already. Let's get moving around though, just in case we find something. I don't think we're going to find anything that direction. I don't think there's any penalty for being slow to answer, is there? Horse distributors. 3 people have gotten it right already, and there's been no incorrect guesses, which makes me think it's something common, like South Africa. South Africa seems to come up a lot in Geoguessr for some reason. It's all just straight English, though. Oh, wait, .co, Kenya? .co.ke. Is that Kenya? Hold on. Yeah, okay.
Also, I love your little characters' outfits, by the way. Very cute.
Well, that was a lucky find on that URL because I don't think I was going to guess Kenya otherwise. Somebody just guessed Canada. Yeah, this Google card did not have a snorkel though, so I guess it's more in the city instead of in the whatever. Uh, road looks US, but that sign obviously isn't because it's kilometers. Sign is blurred out, convenient. What does this say? Pointer. Okay, here's a good sign. Jose Cemento. Okay, it's not Mexico. Somebody guessed that. Pilar Satuba Pare. Oh, those are the Brazilian stop signs. I think so. Let's try Brazil. I'm feeling good about Brazil. Yeah. I know a lot about Spanish, but I don't know about how Portuguese differs from it. I know so far all I know is Portuguese has the weird C that Spanish doesn't have sometimes. So basically if I see something that looks like Spanish but it seems slightly off, I'm like, oh, it must be Portuguese. I know we must either be in Portugal or Brazil. Okay, driving on the right. Yikes, we are in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what the stop sign looks like. It just says stop. Got a billboard. Logging. We are logging. Yikes, this might be a tough one. Where the hell are we? Ravni Kotari? Oh man. What country is that? Not Greece. Yikes. Oh god, we're running out of time. Turkey. Croatia, Slovenia. I don't know. We're gonna lose. Wait, it was Croatia. Again, second time I got it with a last second guess on Croatia. Wow. Okay, this looks American. Do we want to go to this sign? Let's see this sign first. All trucks, commercial vehicles. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, did I just go too slow? The other people answered before me. Darn. I knew it was US. I didn't realize that it was just whoever answers last gets knocked out and there was only 4 people left. Yeah, I think a lot of people aren't watching live looking at the comments because people are talking about like Los Angeles and the USA stuff still. When it's like they're talking about the stuff I was doing before. So make sure you're live, guys. Well, actually, they're not going to know because they're not even going to see me saying this if they're watching behind. Let's do competitive one more time, at least. See how this goes. What's this sign say? Oh, we went way too far. Please don't be blurred. Young. Young, huh? PLA. Driving on the right. This is confusing. 3 people have got it so far. Australia. Wait, no, I'm on the wrong side for Australia. I just read chat and saw Australia and then just clicked it. Oh, we're screwed now. We just lose. We just, yeah. Uruguay. I've been there. Darn it. Yeah, people are saying like Akron, Ohio. They're definitely not up to date on the stream. Or maybe they are. In that case, sorry for insulting your ability to geoguess. But that did not look like Akron, Ohio. All right. One more go since that went poorly. EU. Someone guessed Russia. Someone guessed Sweden. Someone guessed Finland. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting I can move. That's right. Let's get moving. Oh, that looks like Polish. Let's try it. And nobody has guessed Poland yet. It was correct. See what the next round has in store. Yeah, that was kind of Soviet looking. There's those big blocks, and they painted them colorful to make them look less depressing. Okay. Oh, this is a cool little place, wherever it is. Ciegos. Oh, Pare. Could it be Brazil again? Could it be Brazil again? Oh, Nicaragua. Mines. A lot of people guessing wrong. San Nicolas. Central America, maybe? Let's zoom in on Central America. Where is San Nicolas? Oh, running out of time. Why am I focused on Central America? It might not actually be Central America. Someone guessed Colombia. No one has guessed Ecuador. Oh, we got to start guessing. We're out of time. We said Nicaragua on the sign. Honduras, we're out. That was a tough one. It was Uruguay again. Oh my gosh. The one country in South America I've been to, and I keep getting it wrong. Sheesh. All right. One more go. This looks like some significant architecture here. Oh, this is nice. Wherever this is, Paris, oh, Germany. That's German. Okay. Wait, it's not Germany. Wait. Well, this is all in German, but it looks so like... What? Oh wait, there's also like Switzerland that speaks German, or Austria. Okay, wait, has Austria been guessed? Okay, it was Austria. Oh, and there was a flag apparently that I didn't even look at. I gotta start picking up on those things. Some nice architecture there, wherever this is. Probably in Vienna. I've been to Austria, but have not been to any of their cities. Just been up in the mountains near Switzerland. Tropical. Driving on the right. Which way do we want to start looking? Let's see what's around this bend. This could be a lot of places. Could it be Southeast Asia somewhere? Wait, no. That's Spanish right there. Right? Yeah. Okay, so South America or Central America. Oh man, this is tough. I don't know what country that is. I don't know what country. Let's look in the Caribbean maybe. Not Cuba, but someone guessed Dominican Republic. No one has guessed Haiti. Do they even have Street View in Haiti though? Okay, we need to start guessing. Haiti. No. Panama. No, I'm just grasping at anything right now. We lose. Let's see what it was. They don't speak Spanish in Haiti. Oh, that's right. It's like French or something. Creole.
Knocked out? You just get
Colombia.
eliminated?
I almost put Colombia. Yeah. Do you want to help?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. It's competitive, so.
Okay.
Do you want to bring your chair out here?
That's work.
That's work. So what are you gonna do? Just stand there with your torso in frame? Oh, we're in a competition. We gotta go.
Okay.
We gotta get out of this neighborhood. Oh, we're out. Driving on the right.
Okay, that's most of the world.
Yeah, but it's not the UK. Oh. There's that weird symbol. Oh, is this Iceland or something?
Oh my god, maybe.
Iceland? I'm gonna go with Iceland. Let's see.
Hi, TB! TB's saying hi.
It was Iceland. We got
Love
it.
that for us.
Wait,
Holy
someone
shit!
from Trivia Tricks is here?
Senor Chang, what's good, man? Hey! Bro, I literally brought the Trivia Tricks squad over here. I hope you feel special.
Wow, thank
Hashtag influencer. Bro, Senor Chang is having a way better night than I'm having. He was
Why?
hype. He was just very
He was
hype.
hype for trivia.
Oh, he was so hype. The energy was, Oh, wait, do you have to, like, wait for them to do it? Before you can go to the next round? Okay.
Yeah. This seems to be confusing a lot of people.
Dun-dun-dun. So
Look at
everyone
all
has
those
to get
wrong
it right
guesses.
before you can move on?
Well, you run out of time, and then they get eliminated.
CJ wants to know when they can expect feet pics from you.
Why would you read out a comment that should really have somebody banned for commenting?
Well, where is Jake to moderate that?
I'm just going to ban him right now.
Okay.
Okay. Game time. That's Cyrillic. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a flag right there, but what if that's like an embassy or something? I'm gonna go and guess that's not an embassy. We just need to find which country has this flag.
You sure this isn't Poland? Don't they have a bunch
No,
of
that is
like...
not Poland.
Okay, why do they have so many letters all in a row like that? Fine, make your first guess. Can you go further on the street? Also, don't guess something someone already made.
Mongolia. I don't know. I'm trying to find that flag.
Michael, that's cheating.
How is that cheating? The goal is to win. Uh-oh, I'm not finding the flag. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Do I just...
Okay, yeah.
No one... Okay, someone guessed
Cyrillic.
Russia. It wasn't Russia. It's not Ukraine.
Macedonia.
I...
I don't know.
Where
why
is
I said that.
Macedonia? I don't think there's Street View there.
Somewhere there. You click it.
It's not Russia.
Just click Macedonia or Serbia.
Where is
or
Macedonia? Moldova?
No, Macedonia.
They don't use Cyrillic there, do they? No, they don't.
You sure?
I click
Bulgaria?
Moldova. What am I doing? What am I doing?
People already guess these things. You're bad at this.
Mongolia.
Wow. Okay.
They use Cyrillic in Mongolia?
Michael, remember
Did you actually know that?
You know how I know that?
How?
Remember that... I don't know if I can say this on stream, but remember that one urbex spot you were going to go to in fucking Mongolia?
There is no urbex spot in Mongolia that I was going to go to.
That was Kazakhstan, wasn't it?
Yeah, I knew they used Cyrillic.
But they're bordered, right?
No, they don't share a direct border, actually. China was all like, no,
Please
we're
don't listen to me. I don't know geography.
They're close. They're very close.
They're pretty
I think.
close, though,
Yeah.
right?
They come very close to
Okay.
touching. You
Thomas
want to get
the
a chair?
Train is watching? Okay.
Do I need to go find a
Cool.
chair for you, or just bring your desk chair out here? We need to win a game before we end the
I'm just going
stream.
to use one of these.
We have come
I'm
close,
going to be tall.
but then I lost because I took too long to answer United States when it was obviously United
That
States.
sounds like a you problem. Okay, I'm going to be taller than
I didn't-
Michael because this chair's
Okay.
a little tall.
You're gonna be. Is your face? Okay, yeah, you're in frame.
Hi.
All right, we're gonna play again.
Hey, shorty. All right, Battle Royale.
What? Fortnite.
Zebo, bring your gamer chair. Okay, first of all, my chair's not that much of a gamer chair. It's more of a chair, really. And second of all, that requires heavier lifting and more moving, so.
Yikes! Oh wait, Greek. Okay, that
Click
went
that
from
shit,
really
click that shit,
hard
click
to
that shit,
really
click that
easy.
shit.
No, it's not like a race on the first one. It's only where time matters, like later on. Excuse me.
Okay. How many viewers do you have now? Did it like plummet?
204.
Oh, hello.
We were at like 220 for a while. but
Okay.
we're
Hi,
down a little bit
204
now.
viewers. What's good? I haven't been on one of these
Look at
in
the
a
chart.
hot
It
minute.
goes And then we dipped when I was editing, and then we went back up when we started Geoguessr.
Love that. Are you like in
Yeah.
the search for like if someone searches Geoguessr streams in YouTube, like will you come up?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
not like Twitch?
It's not like
Okay.
Twitch.
Okay. Can you make your thing bigger?
But I do want people to,
Can you make it bigger?
at the end, I will tell people to follow on Twitch, because I want to use Twitch for playing video games in the future, and then this channel for just more of like the editing streams. But sometimes I want to stream without editing, so I'll just do that on my personal Twitch. My girlfriend's name is Zebo.
Yup.
Jokes.
Not really. I mean,
Not
I go
really.
I go by that
Why don't
online.
you tell
So
them-
like, you know.
You should advertise our Twitches after this game.
Oh god. You took I don't have a webcam anymore.
We share this webcam.
I have to get one. All right, get ready. Japan.
No. Let's get on to the motorway. Oh, that should help. Oh, where'd it go? Wait, the sign disappeared. Wait.
Because it's blurred out, you dumbass.
Okay, wait, we just need to see.
I'm kidding.
I saw the sign.
Hee Giebermar.
Whoa, what is that?
Germany, right? What other places
It's
use
an
the
EU
AE?
country.
It's a place that has the A, the E combined.
Someone guessed Finland. Germany doesn't do that. I think it's got to be Scandinavia then.
Germany doesn't do the AE?
No.
Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, let's guess fast then.
Scandinavia does that.
Aren't you just guessing by country, not like literal place? Just click it quick.
No, because you only get a certain number of incorrect guesses. And look, we can see it's not Finland, it's not Sweden.
Man, it's not Norway, I guess. So yeah, shit. Do Denmark, maybe? How many other places do the AE?
Okay, I'm gonna start clicking. Someone guessed that. So no one guessed Denmark yet. Oh, it's not Denmark.
Uh-oh.
Wait, we already knew it's not. Okay, we lose.
Can we at least find out what that was?
Yeah, that was Iceland.
They also use the AE.
Oi.
Oh, shit. Okay.
We need to do better than this. Let's advertise our Twitches right now, though, because in the future when I
Why would
stream...
we-
Okay, I'll advertise mine.
Okay, fine.
I think that's my URL. Yeah, so I have not set up anything with this channel yet, but in the future, I will be streaming video games and stuff from this channel, twitch.tv/Michael BRND.
Yup.
So give it a follow. If you have Twitch, I will be
Hit
streaming
that
there
follow
later.
button, chat. Show them.
Do you want your Twitch advertised?
Whatever.
Okay.
It's not like ready, but
Zorblo over here.
You can also call me-
Zebo
yeah.
Zorblo
they're interchangeable.
streams silly games
Launch.
Let's like not watch
like
that right
Jackbox
now.
and Trivia Tuesday
And Overwatch.
at twitch.tv/Zorblo.
Facts.
Wow, look at those viewers plummet. All right, that's
yeah,
enough of that.
let's not do this. This is embarrassing.
All right, let's go back to Geoguessr. Thank you guys, anyone who follows over there on Twitch, though. Okay.
Somewhere with mountains.
Somewhere with mountains.
No, that's distinctive. Okay.
We're driving on the right.
Oh,
There's a sign. There's a truck in the way. Se vende esta...
Puerto Rico.
What?
Puerto Rico is mountains.
Someone guessed New Zealand. It's South America.
Obviously.
That's not... This looks like expansive, like big
What?
countryside.
Brazil, then?
Could be Brazil, yeah.
No, wait. Is that Spanish?
No one... Brazil hasn't shown up here yet. This looks like
Or is
Spanish,
that
but like...
Portuguese?
Finca? I don't know that word in Spanish. It could just be a word I don't know, or it could be a Portuguese word. But yeah, since nobody has guessed Brazil, should we just smack that?
Yeah.
It's not Brazil. It's not Argentina.
Puerto Rico's not its own thing, right?
Could be like Bolivia or Peru. Oh, Peru was guessed.
Shrub Bolivia.
Bolivia,
I don't know.
Colombia. Has anyone guessed Chile? Yes. Bolivia. Let's try that. No, it's not Bolivia.
Dun, dun. Someone's
Paraguay.
saying Mexico. Someone's saying Mexico.
Mexico? Let's try it.
If no one's done it yet.
No. I was going to put like Paraguay or
Dang, we're not good at
something
this.
next.
TB is
No, we
suggesting.
did really bad there.
TB is suggesting that we link the.
Colombia.
The one we
I
didn't
thought
put.
Colombia had like way more trees and like rainforests
Um,
and that, but
Hey, TB is saying to link the Twitch thing.
it's not that important.
It kind of is to just
Sarah.
like type out a link.
Doesn't matter.
TB knows all. He's a
We
very
did enough
bright
product
guy.
placement. Look how many viewers we lost from that product placement.
I mean, that was on you, bro.
Cows. Or
Those-
sheep.
Cows.
Shut up.
Cows.
Shut up. Stop.
Isn't New Zealand known for sheep?
This is not New Zealand. This is a desert.
Well, it has mountains.
Somebody guessed Nepal. Why? Ooh, big sea. Mediterranean, perhaps. A Mediterranean country. Or it's on the Black Sea or something.
You sure this one's not South American?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. It's more deserty.
Oh, it looks pretty cold, though. Someone said Chile or Argentina. You guys think it is South
Remember when you said
America?
cows?
Ah, shh. I don't know.
Dude, we're gonna get knocked out of this
Haven't
game.
seen any languages yet. Why are we so bad at this?
To Alan Che, who asked, this game is called Geoguessr, and it like drops a random pinpoint somewhere in the world, and you have to guess where you are.
This is a terrible guess. I'm not even looking at like what's been guessed already. Dude, I don't.
Someone says Kyrgyzstan. Someone just do it. Just do it. Just
Where
why
is
not?
it? We're not. That's not on.
Thank you, Fiery.
That car is
Thank you.
Kyrgyzstan.
Thank
How is
you.
that car? Was it a license
Literally-
plate or something?
Literally.
Okay,
Follow
okay.
the chat. You're not
Cyrillic.
Even, I check
We see
chat,
Cyrillic.
guys. I check chat. Why am I not in frame anymore? Did you like move the camera? I swear
No,
to God.
I didn't move the
Well,
camera.
you moved your head.
You moved you.
No, I didn't move me.
Royal Beach.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. What the fuck kind of billboard is
Wait,
that?
zoom in.
Jewelry. That's looks like a classy jewelry store. Prima.
People are saying Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay, Russia's been guessed.
Wait, is that
Ukraine
the
has been
flag?
guessed.
Okay.
Ukraine has been guessed.
Mongol.
What if this one's the Kazakhstan?
Wait, let's look at the lettering again.
Could be like. That's. What if it's like Belarus?
I mean, it has Cyrillic writing places, so somewhere where they do that.
Not Belarus.
Zoom in a little bit more. You like don't scroll enough. I want to like see
Okay.
the scenery.
Sorry. There's not. Don't have time. We need to guess right now. Looks like Kyrgyzstan again. This dude knows his
Wow.
Kyrgyzstan.
This dude.
Oh my
are you
gosh.
From Why am I not on? I was literally on the camera before. Did I?
What does the car look? Oh, he's talking about the car that was actually taking the street view photos. Kyrgyzstan has a
Oh.
specific car for it. That's a really good hint then. Size of apartments. Amble Hasna Villa. Dhaka. Dhaka, where's Dhaka? That's a really familiar city sound. That's like a famous city somewhere. Middle East or India or something. Not India.
Wait. hang
Dhaka, where's
on.
Dhaka? That's so familiar. Okay, wait, let's get out of this Bangladesh.
Which someone said.
We took too long.
Dang. Okay.
Shoot. Yeah, we're never going to win this. These people are too good that we're playing against.
Let's just keep trying. Why not?
Should we do one more? I'm getting tired. We'll
No,
do.
I
It's
just-
midnight.
I just got here.
But I've been streaming since, like,
I just
8:30.
got here.
Okay. Oh, India only has photosphere locations, no street view. That's good to know.
All right.
Driving on the right. Hotel, restaurant. Somewhere where English has some presence. Oh, man. Donkeys. Can this go further than one thing at a time? We are getting farther away from civilization, aren't we? Oh, here's a sign. Patisserie.
Bar American. Bar American. I'm going to guess French-speaking country in Africa, but that's a lot of them.
Boulangerie, yeah.
It's got to be one of the French-speaking countries.
Okay. That's Nigeria or Ghana, according to our resident Geoguessr expert. Well, we have 3 guesses. Not Nigeria. So Ghana's been guessed already.
Try Togo.
The Ivory Coast, Togo. Cameroon. Where is Cameroon? There's Cameroon.
Okay, quick. Like either guess it or don't. That was already guessed, by the way. Togo.
That's such a small country. What
Just
are the
guess
odds?
it. Just guess it. Darn.
Uganda.
There's definitely stuff in French, so it had to be one of the French ones, right? Unless it's like
I don't
a
know.
trick question. Senegal. Yeah,
Senegal.
that checks out. Okay, that's one of the French ones.
Okay.
So
Listen, we'll
we
get
were on
it.
the right
We'll get it
track.
one of these times.
I don't know why Nigeria definitely speaks English though, so like that was not that was not the play.
Okay. Well, I was going with chat.
But okay,
10 people are playing, and everyone can make it.
love that for us.
We're driving on the right. Looks like some places I've been in Germany. What's the language? Ooh, wait.
Look at that other sign.
Okay, let's just try to match up the text. It's somewhere over here. Could it be Bosnia? Croatia again? Look for like some of those dashes through the L's and stuff.
Someone said Poland.
Poland?
It's not whatever those two are, so check what they are.
Poland has not been guessed. Croatia has been guessed.
And
It's not
Estonia's
that.
been guessed. Estonia's been guessed.
Estonia has been guessed. No Poland there yet, though?
No.
We'll try Poland. Okay, it was Poland.
Baller. Thank you, Rob Palmer.
And Kasia, whose name sounds like somebody who probably lives in Poland.
Michael, you camera hog.
How am I a camera?
See, now you just moved back and they can see
Okay,
me.
well, I need to
Before you were like,
go into the
Geoguessr.
mic. Alpha Farm. McNabbs. Africa again, right?
Well, it's pretty deserty. Let's read signs.
Okay. The signs are all blurred. Matata. Trading since 1896. Save more.
They said look at the car. Fire says look at the car.
That's. Oh wait, it's got that little thing. I forget what country that is.
What does that sign say?
Swaziland. Okay,
Well,
there we
okay.
go.
Can we...
Where is Swaziland? Is that like an actual country or is that just an area? Eswatini?
Yeah, because they changed the name. It used to be called Swaziland, and they changed the name to Eswatini.
Oh, that's interesting.
Swaziland is the old name. They formally changed it to Eswatini, like literally only a few years ago. Fun fact.
Yeah.
We qualified for next round.
Yeah. Once we get down to fewer people, that's when you got to be fast because you have
Okay.
to beat them in,
Yeah, yeah.
basically. Lock your answer in before they do. Because the slowest person is cut.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, Eswatini is one of the very few
Down to
remaining
4.
absolute monarchies. Okay.
Just kind of looks like Italy,
I mean, you've been there, so... if you
like
think
northern
so.
Italy, but maybe not still. Ooh. Nobody's guessed anything yet.
Keep on running down the road.
Feels very Mediterranean to me. Come on, get me down this mountain faster.
I feel like this is something where you need to, like, memorize little, like, kind of flashcard type things where, like, okay, Senegal has the blue...
I'm not
plates,
feeling
you know,
Italy
stuff like
anymore.
that.
Oh, agriturismo. Oh wait, maybe it is Italy. Let's try it. It was. Okay. Northern Italy, I'm assuming. Well, actually, I haven't been to Southern Italy, so maybe Southern Italy looks like this too, but kind of reminds me of where I was in Northern Italy. Ooh, what if nobody else has gotten this so far? What if we just win right here?
Bro, go us.
Oh, somebody got it.
Meat
beater.
Not
It's going to be a
meat
1v1, I
beater.
think, next. Whoever gets it right first just wins. Because I don't think this person is going to get it. They're out of time. All right. Get ready for a 1v1.
Michael
You have to be
Bryn
quick.
versus Beater of the Meat.
Oh, 1v1. Here we go. This is for the win. What does that say? Give way.
Food something.
Should I just click South Africa
Why?
to be fast?
Wait.
We can change it still. Okay, it was wrong. No through road. Uh-oh. Oh, Australia or New Zealand? Oh, I was about to click Australia.
Dun-dun-dun. What made you say South Africa so fast?
Because this game really likes South Africa for some reason. Like,
Okay.
I've gotten South Africa a lot. That was so close. We lost to Meat Beater.
Ah, darn.
Do you want to call it, or do you want to do?
Or no.
I feel like we've said one more like 5 times.
Yeah, but I was.
But I
just
want to
got
win.
out here.
We've gotten so close. That was the closest yet.
Okay,
I don't
one
know
more, one more.
why I didn't immediately think of Australia there.
You've been
It
playing
was
this
seemed
a
kind of
lot,
obvious.
so- Okay, get ready. Get ready. Extreme.
Driving on the left. It's just the UK, right? Like it's just
Look
that
at all
simple.
those cows. Look at all the cows, Michael.
Look at all
there
these
are so many
cows.
fucking cows.
Yeah, it's just the UK. Now we wait. Somebody guessed America. They have definitely never been to America.
And you've also definitely never seen cows before. Jokies. I'm gonna hold that over. I'm gonna.
What?
Guys, you have to make that a thing. You have to make fun of Michael not knowing what cows are.
Gosh.
Or rather, not technically not knowing what sheep are, and then thinking that they're cows.
Here we go. Got a sign right there.
Okay.
Do a quick 360. 360 no scope. Hit the sign. The sign's okay. No, the sign's right there. Erst Zuber AG. It's Germany then. Germany's the only. Well, actually, it could be a German company operating somewhere else. But we're just gonna click. Oh, maybe it's Austria or Switzerland. Well, we have 3 guesses. It's not Germany. Let's try Austria then. Not Austria. Should we just go with Switzerland, or we'll make someone else guess first? We'll make someone else guess first.
I don't know. People already locked it in.
Not Schlockgall. What if it's like something weird like Liechtenstein?
I don't know.
Someone put France. Switzerland. Yeah, it was Switzerland. Okay.
All right. Cow goes by.
Yeah, what else does a cow do?
Hi, TB.
Cows have such good wool, right?
They got I just like those were very clear based on the size. Like, how big of people do you see that they're just like that much towering over the cows?
They were baby
like...
cows. Oh.
Okay. Hashtag proper cow, literally. Let's go, Michael. I
What
love
is
that
the
that's become a
baby?
thing.
What is the baby?
Just like, let's go.
This place looks cool. I don't know where we are. Greece? Let's find some, we need some, like, stores or something. Oh, dead end. Get me out of here. I just noticed there's a 50-50 lifeline up in the corner. That could have been a big help earlier. EU. It's not Italy.
Do you get minus points for that?
Oh, I don't know where we are anymore.
You're just down some alleyway.
No, you just can only use it, like, once.
Once people lock in stuff, maybe go down to it.
Did you see anything yet that can help us?
There was a sign.
Turkey, Lebanon, Albania.
What is that sign? There, you're like going
Where,
by
where?
signs.
Oh, language.
Someone's saying Albania. Albania plate. Albania
Sure.
plate.
Sure.
Love
Yes.
that. Nice.
Albania looks pretty
Dude,
cool.
you need to. Yo, Fire. Do you have like a? Do you have like a guide of like the different plates or whatever?
Well, you can't really see the plate, can you? Unless there was one that wasn't blurred.
But just like by the color or something, because clearly that's something that like, is there something where there's like a guide for it? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Why'd your?
It's the power strip.
What's wrong with the power strip?
Oh no. All right. Well, you play while I fix that.
What? Were we still streaming?
Wait, no, we're back,
back?
but everything that was on my monitor closed. Oh, there we go.
No, it's here.
But now we lost chat. Figure out where this is while I'm doing that.
Ah, pressure. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
That was weird. The monitor just went dark.
Hotel San Diego. Oh, we're in California. Hotel San Diego.
Parque.
Okay, this is Spanish. Should we try Mexico?
I mean, that is close to San Diego.
We have time, but there's also not a lot of people.
Just click it?
No, it's not Mexico.
Damn.
Gasolina.
Let's go.
South America.
Go forward. Go forward. You don't look at the signs. Go. I want to
Okay,
read the
okay.
signs.
We know it's Spanish though.
Yeah, but there could be something.
Oh, there's a .org website. We gotta lock something in. It's not Argentina.
Dude, click the 50-50. Just click it.
I don't know what country that is.
It's either. I guess it wasn't that
What
one.
was it? Guatemala.
Oh. We
All
were
right.
close when we said Mexico then.
Yeah.
Damn, shame on us for not.
I think we should wrap it
We
up.
gotta give it up? Okay.
Yeah. It's been
Understandable.
going on for a while. We'll win one day. If I knew we had the 50-50, we probably could have won even sooner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna log off for now. But thank you guys for joining us. Hope to do more editing streams on this channel, maybe some more video game streams on the Twitch. I will still do some video games here after editing, just to spice up the editing streams a little bit. But yeah,
Also,
the
could
Twitch will be more
people-
personal.
I remembered someone telling me that someone was saying that they could hear conversation.
Yeah, they totally could hear you.
The whole time?
playing. Yeah, I'm sure.
Whole time?
Yeah, I could
you guys hear me the whole time?
What
Did
were
you
you
guys
playing?
hear? Well, first we were playing Jackbox, and then we were playing Trivia Tricks.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Thank you for the $5, Marlena. Try to do this again sometime, and see you guys later.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.